Shower attacks. Drop the jaws like an earthquake cracks. Rip gets wrecked, the silver and black. Webby is back. Webby is back.
What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Oklahoma City Thunder fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, where tonight, the irresistible force versus the immovable object. Our San Antonio Spurs play the Oklahoma City Thunder for the fourth time already within, 1 month? Absolutely ridiculous. Who made the schedule for our Spurs? 3 back-to-backs, and then you got to go visit the Thunder? Ridiculous indeed, but Spurs, let's get a win tonight. Lugan's dirty player Dort won't be playing tonight. The refrigerator Hartenstein is out for the Thunder. For the Spurs, Vassell is still out. Otherwise, I think everybody's good to go for both teams. Let's get a Spurs win. The Spurs have had this team's number all season. 3-0 against them. Can they make it 4-0? Woo! All right, Spurs fan, what's going on? Tony, Caesar, Stay-Mo, thank you for being here. Knight's Pride, Spurs fan. Area 51, Caruso and his microfoul still in. Yes, Alex Caruso is playing. Heck, he might be starting with Hartenstein and Dort out. I don't know what the lineup's going to be for the Thunder. SGA, Holmgren, Williams. I don't know after that. Wiggins, Caruso, Wallace, I don't know, AJ Mitchell. Beantown Breakdown. You just put 150 on the Spurs. You are crazy. Don't gamble, brother. No, what's going on? 146 in Germany, and I have school tomorrow, but I have to watch this game. I get it. Spurs fan, what's up? William Juby, what you gonna do when Spurs Mania runs wild on you? Whew. All right, I'm pumped up. I hope you're pumped up. I would like to see De'Aaron Fox have a great game as well beyond the box. You can get a Yodi boop. Traditional Yodi boop for good luck from Baby Coyote, the Spurs mascot. Well, yeah, the Spurs mascot. Boop. He had to jump over the mouse. Need to stay locked in, Zachariah. Need to play good Spursy basketball. Pass the ball around when Wemby's in there. Don't be Wemby watching. Got to limit the turnovers. Shoot the 3 better. Rebound. Yeah, we're going to have to play a really good game to win. Faded with the $5 super chat says 28% chance of winning after whooping their butts all season is hilarious. Is that all they're giving us? It's 28.9, so if you round it up, Faded, it's actually closer to 29%, but I understand the Spurs have beaten them 3 times, and they only give us, it should at least be 50-50? Right? TSR Sports, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Deathball, Crandon, 5 lug ration. He says, Spurs Nation, 33 days until Daytona. If you're a NASCAR fan, check out 5 Lug Racing. I can vouch for him. Great content creator. Check him out. NASCAR season starting soon. And Furnace, the true number 2 Coyote. Daniel Berry, good evening to you. Alexander, thank you for stopping in. 3 a.m. in Finley, but I can't miss this game. Whew, you guys are staying up late. And I complain about staying up till 1 o'clock sometimes. Let's cook indeed. What's going on, Melissa? Thank you for being here. Bobby February, what's up? 28.9 rounds up to 15. Oh, 28.9 rounds up to 50. That's some interesting math you got there. We need Steph to play better tonight. Much better. Actually, our 3-headed monster, which has been more of a puppy lately, our Cerberus, Fox, Castle, and Harper have all been slumping. I didn't realize De'Aaron Fox is like 2 of 20 or something ridiculous in the last 3 games from three-point land. He's been bricking threes left and right. Castle's been turning them over and struggling with his shot. Harper hasn't been making a shot, or he's even getting not many minutes. I think he got 11 minutes in the game the other night. So we need those 3 to turn the beat around and have a good game tonight. The Spurs have been great this year, Bobby. Much better than I think a lot of people expected. What's going on, Peril? Thank you for stopping in. No, good feeling about this one. Good one, good one. And J Money, I know you're a Milwaukee Bucks fan. That should be a fun game. Hit that like if you want to see the Spurs open a can of whoop butt on the Thunders. Okay, you know what? Popovich. Greg Popovich, that is. What's the thumbs up look like? Notes from the past. And we play the Thunder one more time before the season's over, I believe. So that'll be 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times. 5 times the Spurs play the Thunder. That sounds good. A good halftime snack. 50 likes. Let's hit 100 before tip-off. That is very possible, 5 Lug Racing. We got about 20 minutes to get the thumbs up. Did I say that the way I wanted to? Yes, we have plenty of time to get the thumbs up. I went live a little early tonight because this is a huge game. And, well, as a YouTuber, the big games, you got to go a little early live. I'm not going to go a half hour to an hour early live. I can't do that. But 15 minutes, I can do. I can give you an Area 51. Let me get the starting lineup real quick, Jordan, before I do that, because I need to get that from a man, J Money. Thank you. So Thunder will start SGA. They will start Case and Wallace, Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams. So actually, the lineup I guessed by accident, is actually going to be their starting lineup. Well, okay then. We need a sucker to cheer us up. I'll do my best, Booker T, if I can. Sucker! It's not great, but it's what I got. Levi Friends, thank you for stopping in. Grico Suave, thank you for being here. Alvin, thank you for stopping in. Spurs make sure the Warriors 73-9 stays immaculate. Yeah. Sure, the Thunder looked like they were going to beat the record by Golden State at first, but to maintain that high level of winning throughout a season is very difficult, and they're obviously not going to do it now, barring some kind of weird miracle. Jonathan says, excited for this game from San Antonio. Will they continue to use Webby off the bench for the rest of the season? No, he is starting, Jonathan, unless there's something happening I'm not aware of. He started the other night in the loss versus Minnesota. He's got to be starting tonight. Larry, what's up? Pound the rock. Inferno says, tell me you just didn't say that. Nice, nice. Oh, you didn't know? What's up, Roy? Thank you for stopping in. We can get a I'm fired up tonight. Hey, Mbavas, thank you for being here. It's not gonna suck. I don't know. Walter, thank you. I try. I really do. I'm obviously a San Antonio Spurs fan. I think that's quite obvious if you look at the backdrop here. That being said, I will call the game down the line. You guys see it all the time. If something goes against the Spurs, I'll say I think that goes against the Spurs. And likewise, I'll call it. There probably will be a lot of fouls we don't like. SGA is very good at drawing fouls, and he's an MVP. He's going to get calls, and it's in Oklahoma City. That being said, the Spurs have defended him pretty well, so who knows? Maybe he won't drop 40 or 50 tonight. I don't know. It's going to be a good game, and I hope the Spurs win, obviously. TSR Sports, I can show you this game. So, 5 look, I don't think Dort's sitting up because Sochan would beat him up. I'm not even sure Sochan's going to see the court at all. The record is not immaculate because it didn't end. Yeah, William Juby, that's fair. The 18-0 Patriots were phenomenal. I'm not trying to talk any smack about that loss to the Giants in the Super Bowl, but I don't think anybody's going to call that Patriots team the greatest team of all time because they didn't win a ring. Just like the 73-9 Golden State Warriors, in my opinion, are not the greatest team of all time because not only did they not win a ring, they blew a 3-1 lead in the finals. You can't have that on your resume and call yourself the GOAT. So at the time being, in my lifetime, the greatest NBA team of all time is the 72-10 Chicago Bulls. There you go. What is up, Elroy? Thank you for stopping in. Is NBA my favorite sports league? So NBA and NFL are tied. But when it comes to covering sports, the NBA fits my personality much better. The fast pace, I talk very fast, and that works good with the NBA. The NFL has so many stoppages. I just don't like talking and covering the NFL live. And even just doing NFL videos, I tried with the Giants to do 8 to 10 minute videos like I do with the Spurs, and it never worked. And maybe that's because I actually play basketball, not professionally, didn't play in high school or college, but I play basketball for fun, so at least I can relate to the game in some way on TV, whereas with football, outside of throwing the football around in the backyard occasionally, I never played anything. Flag football maybe once, twice, I don't know. My eye's doing better, Tony. Hopefully it looks better. I've been taking extra care of it. Barely wore my contacts today. Made work a little tougher, but kept my contact out of my left eye all day except for a couple hours earlier. Put it in about 20 minutes ago so I can call the game. So keeping the contact out seems to be making a huge difference. Beantown. So look, I know Patriots fans hate that game with a passion. Just a fan, thank you for stopping in. But as a New York Giants fan, that is the greatest win of my lifetime, no doubt. And it may never be topped to have Tom Brady. Most people say he's the greatest quarterback of all time, just maybe the greatest player. Unstoppable that year with one of the greatest wide receivers of all time with Randy Moss. 18-0. Here come the New York Giants, led by Eli Manning, who people criticized heavily, who just earlier, Tiki Barber said the Giants would never win a Super Bowl with Eli Manning at quarterback and retired. And then that very next year, they're in the Super Bowl against the undefeated team. The Giants are David, the Patriots are Goliath, and we pull off a crazy win with one of the greatest catches in Super Bowl history, the helmet catch. How can I not love that as a Giants fan, even though it happened 18 freaking years ago? Plus, I have a personal connection to that game. For those that don't know, I jokingly said I was going to come to New England to watch the game. I lived in Virginia at the time, and one of my friends started passing that around. Well, now I got to come up. So I come up to New England. I'm sitting in a New England household with just me and one other friend really rooting for the Giants, and the Giants win, and I'm surrounded by Patriots fans. Great times. Giants fan, Cowboys fan, Spurs fan, an odd mix. Pero, Giants fan, Spurs fan, Yankees fan. Also, wait, Giants and Cowboys. Whoa. Hold on. Giants and Cowboys? You can't be fans of the two teams in the same division. How's that work? SJ has been fouled already. Well, it's going to be that kind of game. Let's go on MNRF, Nintendo Lego NBA fan. Thank you both for stopping here. Rolanda, thank you for being here. I enjoyed Super Bowl 54, TSR, the Chiefs versus the first one, 50 years. Got it. Baseball is the Yankees, but man, they've been a disappointment for the last decade and a half. Manuel, go Spurs, go. That loss was beyond rough, but I would much rather lost to the Giants than a Brett Favre team. Fair enough. J-Rod's a Texans fans. I do not root for the Cowboys. Where's my baddie wife at? Well, Fireboy, I don't have a baddie wife. I have, I guess, a baddie girlfriend. She is at home tonight. We generally don't get together too much during the week. I try to stop over her house. I know she's watching right now. I don't know if I'm able to make it over tomorrow night, just putting that out there because I don't know how late Magic the Gathering night's going to be, but also I found out driving around a little bit, was it yesterday? Yesterday going to Albany, headlights are not good with the bad eye. My vision at night is not good, so I'm just putting it, I don't know, we're going to, sorry to disappoint live, but headlights in my eye are a real problem, and I had to kind of drive with my eye a little bit shut, and that's just driving a mile and a half. Driving on the highway like that, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. Miss TSR is a good luck charm, but she's not here. But you know who is here, guys? If you haven't seen him, look. With the freshest teeth ever, David Robinson. Woohoo! Doesn't he look great? That's my Admiral. Spurs, Falcons, Dodgers, Vegas Gold Knights. Vegas Gold Knights. Who are the Vegas Gold Knights? Is that the hockey team, Phil? I'm not good with NHL teams. Baddie. Wait, they're bad on the court. What? No. What's up, Anthony? I'm excited as well. Reyes, go Spurs, go to you. Charles, I'm feeling great. That's right, D-Rob. I started driving with yellow tinted glasses. Daddy Ragmester, that's not a bad idea because I only have regular sunglasses, and those are too dark. Miss TSR not here for our rival. No, Mugawara, I thought about inviting her, but I was like, she's also been dealing with the headache, so I don't know if she would have been up to coming over tonight. This is a huge game. She is watching. She's just not watching here. She's here in spirit. Two clutch, Corey, go Spurs, go to you. Yes, Reed, David Robinson, right here. Charles, much better. The eye was really red. As you can see, it's just maybe a little pink, and it's doing good. The Vegas Gold Knights were the San Antonio Rampage. I didn't even know. Watch the white line with your peripheral, maintain headlight. I get what you're saying. Nelson Pass has got a Robinson rookie card in mid-condition. Been holding on to these cards for decades. Looked into values recently, disappointed. Yeah, you're not a millionaire, notes from the past. Cards like that have really come down unless they're like graded at, I don't know what the grading is on PSA. 9.5 or 10, is that? I don't really do cards anymore. Fontswine, good evening to you. Miss TSR pulled the headache card. Gotta respect that. Ishan Robinson! How have you been? It has been a while. Ishan Robinson, I have your action figure right here. Thank you for stopping in, Darth Jader. Guys, let's keep on smashing the thumbs up. The game should be starting about 10 minutes. Maybe we can get, I don't know. We're actually already at 100 thumbs up. Can we get to 150 thumbs up before the game starts? That would be very impressive. I know we don't have a ton of people in here as of yet. There's a lot of people streaming the game tonight. But if you want to get more people in here, more Spurs fans and Thunder fans, of course, welcome. Or if you're not a fan of either team, that's cool too. Keep on smashing the thumbs up. Let's get some folks in here. Wow, Fireboy, you must have been, you got a whole lot of deleted messages. I don't know what you said, but I'm going to trust the Wrench Gang to just don't spam stuff. Don't spam stuff. That's all I can say. Spurs and what's going on? Go Spuds go! A potato fan in Damien. Thank you for stopping in. What do you guys think Wemby's going to do tonight? Wemby does not like Chet. Or, I don't want to say like, but there's a rivalry there. There might be a dislike. Maybe, I don't know. Vassell is out, Charles. Out until I don't know. Deathball are win-loss without Miss TSR. I have no idea. If I do the broadcast in death metal, notes from the past, I won't have a voice tomorrow. Do it! I can't. Not for 2.5 hours plus. Drunks at night are focusing on your headlights, not very positive. Nice. 2019, that's when this channel started, Christopher. Nice. I think Farmer means to spam, but sometimes there's a lie in a post multiple times when the lie... Webby and Cheddar both said they barely have ever spoken. Yeah, because they don't like each other. Webby didn't even know who Chet is since he hides behind Shay. He knows who Chet is. Come on now. Chet was actually ahead of him in the Rookie of the Year for the first 2 months, I believe, and then it made a big 180, and Webby never looked back. Go Spurs Go, James, to you. Is my mic messed up? I don't know, is it? I see that we're in the green and yellow where we want audio's going up and down. Is this for everybody or just one person? It's just King Heart, it might be just you. Refresh the stream. King Heart, refresh the stream. It is on NBC. Oh, you're right. Actually, Mark, might be less viewers tonight. It's on NBC. I will be ahead of you guys possibly. I don't know. I'm watching over there HD, so I should be ahead, but that seems a little wonky. You can get a WEM VP. White mic is fine. Okay, thank you guys. Chandra, that is exactly what it is, and thank you. I got this feeling Vassell will come out better after the injury. God, I hope so. I hope he doesn't come out worse. Francis, thank you for being here. A rivalry must be competitive, in my opinion. Chet is no match for Webby. Beyond the Box Adventures, that is frustrating as well, Stephen D. Thank you. The fact you pay for League Pass, but so many games are blacked out, especially with the Spurs getting more and more attention nationally and getting more and more televised games. You're paying the same thing for less games. Now you got to get NBC, or I got to get Peacock for 1 month because there's one random game on Peacock. ESPN, it's Amazon Prime has games now. It's all over the place. So Rufus, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for being like number 150. Mr. Ramo is watching it on Peacock. Wemby is activating Shaolin Monk mode, getting ready to go medieval on these fools. Road Trip Go Spurs Go. John Doe, not yet. He will be back. A week or two? Good morning, Jay. Thank you for stopping in. I want to see Wemby dominate tonight. By the way, for anybody that's interested, I'll be live for the Spurs versus the Bucks 2 nights from today. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That should be a good game. Giannis versus Wemby. Yes, please. Very interested in that. I'm trying to squish my upcoming down a little bit. It's off the screen just a smidge. So we'll do just a little editing on the fly. There we go. Now it's all in there. There we go. No Dort tonight, Spurs Ann. Dort, I'm hearing, is out. If you do a MVP, then you have to do a Chuck. All right, well, okay. No Dort. Right? Dort is out from what I'm hearing. The starting lineup is Williams, Wiggins, Wallace, SGA, and Holgram. I don't think there's any Dort tonight. Dork is out. Well, that works too, Monkey Style. Kurt's a Crusader, what's going on? User N1, thank you for being here. Max, what's going on? I don't do the free trials. I didn't want the channel first started, but I don't want to keep, because I call so many games, I don't want to keep recycling free trials because, well, I just don't have that many emails, but also I don't, at some point I want to pay for the service. And Sling has actually done something cool, which might end this year, where you can get a 24-hour pass for $5, so I get ESPN that way. Fox needs to play better. Fox has been weird lately where he has played well in the fourth, but really hasn't done much in the first 3 quarters. Dort is out. All right, Phil, so someone else will have to try and hurt our player. Great. Thanks. Danny, what's going on? Julian Bonjour to you. Beer Medics. What's going on? Interesting name. What's up, Grico again? Yes, I do like the Spurs. I'm not sure what gave that away. Thank you, Mr. Ramo. Yes, Hartenstein is out, and Genevieve says, let's get to 200 likes before tip-off. That sounds good to me. Hope our service is no Yokiri Taco Bell. They need to play better. Miss TSR will be here Saturday. Who do we play? I don't remember. Need a good game from Fox and Castle. Lights out. I think, Chandra, I've been reading some of your comments. I can't read all of them. Let's get a healthy win. And yes, Tuna Saber, I agree. Fox is now Fonswine, yes. Actually, let me pull it up real quick. I believe that he has UFO Chief. Good evening to you. you guys got to remember, as this channel, so the good news and bad news is with this channel growing and more viewers, that's obviously cool, getting to hang out and talk Spurs with more of you. But more viewers means I can't read every comment. There was a time where I could read every single comment when there were like 80 people watching, and I did. I would read every comment and answer every comment, but as the channel grows and the more people are interested, I especially if I'm calling the game, it's physically impossible. I want to talk about De'Aaron Fox real quick, and this is not throwing shade at Fox, but he has been struggling a lot, especially from three. At one point this year, he was shooting 39%, and I was like, holy crap, De'Aaron Fox, he's a legit three-point shooter, helps our floor spacing, because right now Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, not good three-point shooters, both under 30%. You are correct. De'Aaron Fox right now is at 32%, which is actually below his career average and below the NBA average. And in his last, 4 games, guys, the last 4 games for De'Aaron Fox, he's 2 of 26. That's less than 10% from 3. 2 of 26. That is, he's got a 0 for 6, a 1 for 6, an 0 for 6, and a 1 for 8. Dude, stop shooting the 3 ball. My goodness. 2 for 26. What is that? Like, it's horrible. What's that, like 8 point something percent? Chat, don't worry about missing your comment. Rich is trying to juggle a lot during the streams. He even misses comments from the Wrench Gang. It's not... Thank you, Phil. You're right. I don't... If there's ever a super chat, and I'm not telling you to super chat, I obviously will do my best to try to make sure I read the super chat. But I am watching the game, calling the game, running the scoreboard, running the game clock, trying to talk to you guys, and interact with the couch contingent. It is a lot. Fox, Castle, Harper, Barnes, they all play bet. Yeah, Barnes has been struggling too. Our team has been struggling a lot lately. So you know what it means? Due theory. We're due to play better. And what better team to bring out the best in you than the defending NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder? G. David, thank you for stopping in. Danny, sure, 120, 104. It works for me. Triple H for the Thunder? What? 2 of 26 is 7.7%. Oh my God. Chandra, my prediction of the score. Spurs. It's going to be close. Spurs 115, Thunder 114. We win by 1. Keldon's been fantastic this year. I need to do a video on Keldon tomorrow. You know that? That's my plan. I'm going to do it. I got something I can talk about with Keldon. He's been such a spark plug off the bench. He is so Spursy, so San Antonio, so Cowboy. I'm so glad the trade Keldon talk is just gone, because it was tough to see it all the time the last 2 years. It is 100% gone. Well, maybe one person here and there wants him traded. I don't know. I saw a yo to me, a yo to you. Spurs 113, Thunder 108. I mean, if we can win by 5, that's great. Caesar, exactly. We've had games we've won where we weren't shooting the 3 well. Drive the ball. Get in there. Try to get fouls on Chet Holmgren. Attack the rim, take short-range jumpers, but don't stand there and keep chucking threes. Evan, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. No, 2 of 26 is 7.6%. Ophelin, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, Fonswine, I saw that. Keldon's at, 42 point something percent right now? He has really, really been consistent this... Well, he's had his off games, but he's really been efficient this year. He's playing like he did as a rookie when he had absurd splits. When it was limited, it was 58, 59. His splits were off the charts, but it was only very limited action. But right now, Keldon is so freaking efficient. I love it. Aaron Wiggins, Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, Kaysen Wallace, and SGA are your starters for the Oklahoma City Thunder. For the Spurs, it's going to be De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, Julian Champagnie, Harrison Barnes, and Victor Wembanyama. Gribbler, what's going on? If everyone could play with the same intensity as Keldon. God, you're telling me. Joe Bug Gaming, what's up? Hope Mitch don't take out Wemby when he's hot. It seems like his restrictions going up a little bit each game, so maybe he'll play about up to 28 minutes tonight. Lights out, what's going on? You got OKC by 15. Got to start. I go, Slick, what's up? Wemby's starting. KJ's refrigerator. Andy Who, good evening to you. Christian Vasquez, much love from Mexico. SG Joro, thank you for stopping in. OKC has dirty tactics against Wemby. Well, SG Joro, Luguentz Dort is not playing, and he's had a couple dirty tactics against our Spurs. The one that I remember the most is Harrison Barnes was playing defense, and as he was going by him, he did an old whoop, threw his old leg out. He did that twice. He had two 3-pointers, I think, taken away because of an offensive foul. Not smart basketball. Sochan should start. By Miles, no. No, not yet. And they're not even playing him. He didn't play in the loss versus the Timberwolves. I was shocked. I thought he'd get some time. He's in the... I don't know if he's in the doghouse. The Spurs have lost faith in him. If there's an injury not being disclosed. I like Jeremy. I sincerely do. I don't see him being a Spur next season. I hope I'm wrong. Rich, try to interview Wemby. You guys have said actually reach out to Jim. What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. You guys have said to reach out to Spurs players, and I guess I'm just so positive I'm going to get a no that I haven't tried, but the worst they can say is no. Now, this might not be the best time to try to reach them during the season, especially with all these back-to-backs. Maybe during the All-Star break, or of course after the season. But I can't imagine they're going to be very busy right now. We do need Castle to have a big game, Slick. I agree. Star of Echoes. I said talked about Sochan for 30 seconds, unless you mean the chat. I don't talk about Sochan all the time. Not having a cell and the service playing poorly. Yes, Phil, I agree. Lawrence Salute from Quebec. What's up, TSR? You think with Ja on the move we can get Triple J? Jaren Jackson Jr.? The thing is, I do believe if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I don't want us to make a major trade this season. The team is in second place in the Western Conference. Sure, there's been some rough spots, and they've lost some games maybe they should have won lately. But I don't want to shake things up too much. 200 likes! Let's go! Tony, yes. Not me, got it. Please show the turnover tonight, Steph. You cannot have a 7-turnover type of game. And you know what? A lot of people have been critical of Stephon Castle, and I get that. But you know what? I also got to put some blame on the coaching staff, and not just Mitch, but all of them. If Steph is turning the ball over and really struggling, you need to pull him out. Give Dylan a run at it. Hell, give Jordan McLaughlin a run for a couple minutes if you need to. I'm not a big fan of him coming in the game, but if Steph is really struggling, sit him down, talk to him, and figure it out. Don't just leave him in there so he keeps making mistake after mistake. Players are on the court, and away we go. It's going to be Chet versus Wemby on the jump ball, as expected. Let's go. Victor versus Muggsy Bogues. Lamaranga, Go Spurs Go from Sacramento. As expected, Victor Wembanyama gets the jump ball. The Frenchman, 666, thank you for stopping in. Man, we need Harper to come out of his slump. And Castle hammers the first one down in the game. Okay.
Thunder, dunk of justice.
I was not ready for that. Castle gets it to the paint and throws down a two-handed jam, and now we have our first foul on the Spurs. So I think it's on Harrison Barnes. Let's take a look. Castle drives. Little room in the paint. Throws it down with two hands. I want to see more of that. I'm ahead of your NBC. How much, Area 51? I'm curious, because I'm watching over the air. Chet Holgram at the line for two. Am I 5 seconds ahead? 10 seconds ahead? Phil, we got the Yodi Boop. Medicare guys, what's going on? We can get another Yodi Boop. You can ask for more. I saw the drum, by the way. Boop. Stir of echoes. Indeed, indeed. Maxwell's right with me. Isn't it nice to be in sync with me once in a while? Or not have me behind? 15 seconds ahead on the brink. Are you in Texas by chance? Ahead? I'm on over there HD. There's no delay. How can you possibly be 15 seconds ahead? Doesn't even make sense. Castle with the ball. These camera angles by NBC suck. What is this? What's this weird NBA Live 2006 angle? Wemby with the ball into the paint. Throws up that was a bit of a dunk. Got around Chet. I think that was a dunk. Let's go. Right, I actually don't know. Jalen Williams going to drive. Step back jumper. No good. Wemby with the rebound. J-Train, I'm not streaming. I'm watching over the air. Wemby into the paint. Kicks it out to HB in the corner. In and out. Fight for the rebound. Wemby gets the rebound. And he's fouled. No, I'm not streaming. Oh, you're way behind. Oh, okay, on the brink. I was confused. I thought you were saying you're 15 seconds ahead. I was like, how? I'm watching over the air. What are you watching on? And how do I get it? Mr. 0%. Chet is guarding Wemby, yes. Caesar, I'm sorry. Wemby's at the line for 2. Getting booed. He missed the first free throw. Yeah, okay. Greco, I'm ahead because I'm not streaming. So anybody new here, I usually stream on my Roku via NBA League Pass, ESPN on Sling. I'm not streaming tonight. I'm watching over the air, like UHF, VHF, but it's HD, so there's no delay. Usually I have delays with the internet. There might still be a latency delay with YouTube, but overall, I should be watching the game real time like people at the game are watching it real time. It is Thunder ball. Castle with a steal. There's a turnover. Fox would get into the paint. Throws it out to Champagny for 3. No good. Let's not be firing up all these threes. 2s are good too. SGA rocking a blue headband, guarded by Castle. Lots of contact. Gets double teamed. Throws it out to Chet. And the offense is going to reset a little bit. Now we have a wide open 3 by Wallace. Yeah. Well, I can't do that. I'm even ahead of the ESPN thing by like half a second. Spurs get it up the court really quick. Yeah, Wemby open for 3. He's going to not take the 3. Over to Castle in the corner. And alley-oop to Wemby. He throws it down. Area 51. Beautiful pass to Wemby. I thought Steph was going to shoot that 3, and he made it look like it, but then he threw it to Wemby, and Wemby threw it down. 15-second NBC, almost 45 seconds of peak. Wow. 7-5. It is Thunder ball. SGA guarded by Castle. Pull up Jay. No good. Nice defense, Steph. And I'd like to see them use Sochan a little tonight and put him on SGA. Use your 12 fouls. Tire him out. Make him work. He's the reigning league MVP and finals MVP. Tire him out. Fox for 3 from the wing. His struggle continues. All right, another break. It says I'm too far ahead. I'm sorry. I can't pause it. Chet Holmgren with the ball against Wemby. We'll throw it out to Wiggins. Wiggins looking to drive. Gets in the paint. Nope. Gets it to Jay Will. And Jay Will with the layup. Jalen Williams. Or is that J Dubs? There's a J Will and a J Dubs. Which one's Jalen Williams 8? I forgot what their nicknames are. All tied up at 7 under 9 minutes to go. An offensive foul on the Spurs. Dang it. Yes, smart fouls on SGA. We don't want to send him to the line 20 times. Rascal says, Sochan stinks. You'll play him and you lose for sure. Dart Jader, I did do an Area 51 for the Castle pass to Wemby that ended in a dunk. So yes, we did get an Area 51. There's a goaltend on Wemby. Jalen Williams with the bucket. Wemby. That was close. Oh, that was close. I don't know. J-Dub. Okay, thank you, Brandy. Appreciate it. J-Dub's the one that's in the game at the moment. I thought it was J-Dub. I got confused. J-Will's the guy on the bench. They have 2 Jalen Williams. Not confusing at all. Wemby with the ball. Spins around his defender. Takes it in and misses the layup. Chet Holmgren fell out of bounds. I don't know what happened to him. Thunder up 9-7. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. SGA stops, pops. In and out. Champagny with the rebound. I don't think it was a goaltend, Trenton. I don't know. And we have a foul on the Thunder. Isler Peak with the $2 Super Chat says, how many points do you think Wemby will score tonight? I'm going to put him down for 31. Bangerway, thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I don't think I was goaltending either. Notes from the path. You got the NFL playoffs. You got the NBA. J-Dub is the good one. Jalen's the back. J-Dub is the better one. Stephon Castle draws a foul in the paint. He's going to the line for 2. Acidic Fruit, they called Wemby's block a goaltend. And, Castle missed. Oh, you got to make your free throws. They look clean. Wemby getting a quick break, or getting a rest already 4 minutes in. I do expect him to play less minutes in the first half than the second half, which makes sense because we need him more, at the end, need him to be fresher. I think Wemby was 0 for 4 versus the Timberwolves in the fourth quarter, so even Wemby P couldn't get it going. ML Miles, I don't know what to say. I keep saying I like Jeremy. Although you might not be directing that towards me either. Actually, I said I want to see him play tonight. So you obviously can't be talking to me. I said put him on SGA for a little bit. Tire SGA out. There's a jumper for the Thunder. Sorry, I was looking at you guys for a second. Let me focus on the game. 11-8 Spurs ball. Castle with it, rocking some pink shoes tonight. Looking for a screen. Nope, no screen by Kornet. Tosses it over to Champagnie. Penny's three is no good. Fox over to Castle. Castle's going to fire off a three. All right, Steph. Hardenstein is out. Dort is out. Vassell is out. There's a few players out tonight. Cason Wallace drives, kicks it out to SGA. I'm sorry, not to J-Dub. J-Dub into the paint. Layup rolls off the rim. Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. The Champagnie. That was caught by Kornet. No good. Kornet's follow-up, no good. Kornet's second follow-up, no good. Finally, Kornet puts it in. That was an air ball by Champagnie. 13-11, 6:42 to go, and we have a timeout. Oh, good, Miles. Just sometimes I assume it's because I gotta be a little better about that, but it's hard. When people comment on videos, it's like, you have to stop talking like this. And I'm like, what did I do? And they're like, no, I mean Spurs fans in general. I'm like, well, when you say you, I assume you mean me. You are not doing that in that case. We're in a timeout. We win this game, whatever this year's the finals, we're still their champs. We didn't. Oh. Luke, what the a couple offensive rebounds there? Castle off to a nice start. 6 points, right? Better? I rewind your stream by 10 seconds. Now I'm synced. Sounds good, Maxwell. No, Wemby, your block was not a goaltend. There you go, Mr. Scotch Crotch. He got some me bounds. How's that? Oh, that's trademarked. I shouldn't be using it. Prod, yes. So Steph, to his credit, if he's struggling offensively, and I don't like seeing him shooting like 3 of 12 and 7 turnovers or whatever it was, that's not good. But what he lacks offensively sometimes, he can make up defensively, and he's giving SGA the business right now. Wemby has 2 fouls? Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh. Aldrin, thank you for stopping in from the Philippines. I ain't told my David Robinson. Would you please, Mr. Robinson, come on TSR Sports and do an interview? Oh. I agree, I don't like Castle shooting hell threes, but it's yes, Prod. He's going to get better. I see some Spurs fans trade him saying he's a bust, and I was like, geez. He's in his second year. I'm not happy with the mistakes either, but I don't think you give up on him. Unless you're getting like, I don't know, getting SGA. I'm not a huge SGA fan, but come on, you certainly make the team better. Does anyone else think that goaltending? Yeah, Truth's finest. It was. I read a comment that says Wemby sees Chet how. It's not a scar. Come on now. Simon and Garfunkel. Well, Cobra Commander, you might be right. I always like the sound of silence. I like the music. I always thought the vocals were a little too upbeat, and then Disturbed did a cover out and made just totally 180 the song on me. Don't know when Devin's back. I lied, he had 0. Somebody else posted he had 2. Oh, Area 51. Come on now. That exterior looks kind of Steve Harvey with hair. Survey says a little bit. I can see that. No to Pacific Standard Time. Can you please be Central Standard Time? Tired of these late butt Warrior games. I'm an old man. Come on. Thank you, Lauren. One Eagle said 0 fouls. Castle must have heard maybe. The markets have the Thunder at 70% because how much better they are to who's asking. Okay. Phil says, Rich, I want to get into comics. Can you send me some recommendations on the Twitter? Phil, are you subscribed to Philobox Comics? Do you know there's a Philobox Comics? I'm not being condescending. That might not be a bad idea for me to do a video like top 10, of course it'd be my opinion, 10 good things to read to get into comics. Probably be more trade paperback oriented, or I could do, storyline / trade paperback. What I mean by that is, these 6 books are a great read. You can also get them in trade paperback form. Well, you need to get over there, Phil. You're missing all the comic action. Notorious, what's going on? Thank you for the $2 super chat. Says, at work, can't watch. Please say the score regularly. Okay, it is 13-11, Spurs up. Never mind. That's a 3 for the Thunder. It is 14-13 Thunder after the Aaron Wiggins 3. I'll try to do better on that. OKC up by 1, 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. It is Spurs ball. Castle guarded by Alex Caruso. There's a screen by Barnes. Barnes took a little shot there. Now it's stolen by Caruso. Caruso on the fast break. Missed the layup. HB got back on defense. Okay. Spurs ball, 14-13, 6 to go. Dylan Harper has checked in for the Spurs. Gets it out to HB in the corner. Our 3-point shooting is still not good. Yes, Phil. Let me grab it. I'll grab the link to Philobox Comics during the next break. And there's a 3 by J. Will. No good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Our 3-point shooting, Bubba, is absolutely cold. I can't believe we're still bricking threes like this. Well, I should believe it. I mean, it's happening right in front of me. It's just, when are we going to come out of the slump? We did a little bit against the Timberwolves. Man, it hurts to see our guys struggle like this. My friends, we're getting close to 300 thumbs up. Can I get 45 Spurs fans and or Thunder fans? Smash the thumbs up and get us to 300 in the first quarter? Say it ain't so. That would be crazy. I appreciate you guys. Lenny Waters is checking in. He's a good 3-point shooter. Former Thunder player, right? Waters? Was he not with the Thunder? Or am I crazy here? SGA with the ball for OKC. Into the paint. Free throw line jumper. In and out. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Come on, Spurs. You got to rebound better. SGA with the ball again. Drives. Kicks it out to J. Will for 3. In and out burger. Dylan Harper with the rebound. 14-13. 5:15 to go. This is actually turning into a low-scoring game. Castle out in 3-point land. Over to Waters. Around to Harper. We have 3 guards, Keldon and Luke in there. Waters back to Harper. Harper's going to take a 3. Hey! Castle and Harper have a 3 tonight. Waters with the Lakers? King Horry, I know. I'm not streaming it tonight. I'm watching over there HD. So I have no delay. So my apologies. I can't pause it. 4:45 to go. Thunder ball. And Jay Will with the drive in the paint. Off the glass. Good. 16-16. Got it. Notes from the bath. Just saying. I hear you. Keldon with the ball for the Spurs. He's been fantastic. Gets it into Kornet. Kornet's jumper at the rim's no good, but he is fouled. Hey, Phil, here's the link to Philobox Comics. And if anybody's a comic book fan looking to, subscribe to a great comic book channel, I think I do a pretty good job over there. So there's a link in the chat. We're about 50 away from 1,000. Getting close, guys. Getting close. Luke Kornet going to the line. It's all tied at 16. Yes, Luke, he needs to make those. Tony, I'll show the game because you asked. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you guys can pause me. If I'm way ahead, just pause me. Yeah, that's right. And thank you for subscribing, Dr. Phil, the author. I hope you enjoyed the channel. I have a lot of fun in there. If I have TSRs ahead of you, pause the video for like 3 seconds and not pause and be synced up. That's what I did. There you go. Some people it's 15 seconds, some it's 20. It's going to depend on where you are, what you're watching. Kornet's second free throw is good. It is 18-16, 4:25 to go. I don't have a favorite WWE wrestler, Elephant, at the moment. I don't watch wrestling anymore, and I really haven't in 20 years. SGA is out in 3-point land, looking to drive, gets into the paint. Step back 2. Good. All tied at 18. I see some yums in the chat. I'm sure Miss TSR appreciates it. And you're welcome, right? Kornet out in 3-point land. Drops it off to Keldon. Keldon's going to take off into the paint. A lot of contact. Let go. Keldon, the big body. 2018. Doxy, what's going on? Spurs up by 2. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And that is a turnover by OKC. Keldon's been so efficient this year. So efficient. Yes, I'm holding David Robinson close to my heart because that's where he belongs. Lindy Waters going to take a long catch and shoot three. Nope. Kornet with the rebound. Nice job, Luke. Harper calling for a screen. Gets a screen by Kornet. Drives into the paint. The runner. It's good to see Harper and Castle so far playing better tonight. 22-18. The Spurs have 6 offensive rebounds to the Thunder's 1. Well, that's what I like to see. AJ Mitchell's checked in. His runner in the paint is no good. But the putback is. Yes, Harper's scoring now too, Monkey. Harper and Castle seem to be playing better tonight, which we need if we're going to have any chance of winning this game. 22-20, Spurs up by 2. Fox is checked back in, drives into the paint, and now leaves to Kornet, and Luke throws it down with some righteous thunder and authority.
Thunder, 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 dome of justice.
There's a missed 3 for the Thunder. Another offensive rebound for OKC. That and 1. SGA with the bucket and 1. Damien, we need Harper's dad to leave the country. I think we're going to have a timeout. Yes, we are. 24-22 pending an SGA free throw. We are going timeout. Notes from the past. When I went to San Antonio in December 2022, people did recognize me. It was actually kind of cool. If you guys check out Philobox Comics, you're actually going to, when I go to comic shows, you're going to hear quite a few people say hi. It's actually kind of neat. I do enjoy it. It's kind of cool when people come up and they say, hey, I watch your channel. It makes me feel good. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully they entertain it. Phil with the $5 Super Chat says, what I like best about this team is that we don't need a player to play 38 to 42 minutes a night to be competitive. It's true team basketball. It is Spursy basketball. Roger, we've been getting offensive rebounds tonight too, though. We have like 6, so we've been doing good there. Castle and Harper hit a 3 is very funny. They really Tobias Bang, right? Tobias, they've been struggling with their 3 ball, but not against OKC so far. Zion, Westbrook, Kornet was a fantastic pickup for the Spurs. Glaze and Bacon, good evening to you. Need an Admiral fist bump? All right. Boop. David Robinson. Whee! I guess that's David's move. He spins around. Fox could have got that board. Maybe. What's the Thunder jerseys? Elephant? I think they're the light blue ones. We're in a commercial, but hopefully my memory's not that bad. It's the light blue ones. The Spurs win this game. We have a big chance to play out. Yes, we do, Juan. We have a great chance of the playoffs anyway. We play our best basketball against the... Yes, Son of Scar, we do. We do. Greg, good evening to you. Miss TSR is not here, but she's watching. Hartenstein is the only guy on the Thunder that rebounds, and he's out. Maxwell, yes, he is out tonight. I don't know what's going on with him, but he is out. David's going to salute you back. Can't quite get his hand up that high, but appreciate y'all being here tonight. There you go. Miss TSR is here in spirit. Always here in spirit. We got to 300 likes in the first quarter. Thank you, guys. That is crazy. Keep it going, though. Keep it going. Maybe we get to 350. I think the most single player has played in a game this season, 33 for the Spurs? No. Webby's played 38 one game, Phil. It's definitely not 33. Illuma Mannix, what's going on? So some people have been saying that about Fox, and I haven't caught it, but I'm definitely seeing it in comments from you guys that he seems a little lazy during the first 3 quarters and doesn't really turn it on to the fourth. I hope that's not the case. Mark, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Kier Tharsilla, thank you for stopping in. And Robin, thank you for coming in. Anthony Schmidt, what's up? Rao25, Chet, I don't know if Chet has scored yet. IO8, I'd like to see Sohan get some minutes to guard SGA. I know his offense this year has taken a step backwards, but defensively I still think he has it. And I'm going to keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. Well, I don't think he's going to be a Spur next season. I hope I'm wrong. He's a 9th overall pick from 2022. The only draft pick we have left from 2021 and 22, because everybody else is gone. Joshua Primo, Blake Wesley, Malachi Branham, everybody. The second rounders too, Joe Wieskamp, and we traded the dude we drafted in the second round of 22. I don't remember his name. Everybody's gone. Jeremy's the last man standing from both of those draft classes or draft years. Christopher can't show it. It's illegal in the United States. So live play-by-play and scoreboard just as it says in the title. SGA Shocker makes the free throw. It is 24-23. Harper with the ball for the Spurs. Drops it off to Waters. Waters getting some play tonight, probably because our shooting's been so bad. Over to Harper. Harper on the wing. Back to Waters. Over to Keldon. Keldon's going to fire off a three. Air ball. Ay, ay, ay. It is Spurs ball. That may have been tipped by a Thunder. I don't know if that was partially blocked. Keldon went an air ball three. We have 3 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to add to Kornet, and he's immediately fouled. The Thunder bail out the Spurs with a bad foul. All right, so not free throws. My bad, not free throws. Ball's in there when Luke was fouled, so he tried to take the shot. Non-shooting foul, but the Spurs are going to have 14 on the shot clock. So still, the Thunder bailed out the Spurs with a bad foul there. Keldon Johnson with the ball for the Spurs. Get into Harper. Harper in the paint. Yeah, blocked. All right, well, sometimes that happens. Thunder ball. Spurs up 24-23. Under 2 minutes to go. SGA guarded by Keldon. I don't necessarily like that matchup. And he blows right by him and gets the layup. Yeah. Thunder up 25-24. Did not like that at all. You should not be asking Keldon Johnson to cover SGA. That is no bueno. SGA with 9 points so far. Keldon's going to take a corner three. No good. And offensive foul on Luke Kornet. I think we're taking a few too many threes. Wemby's checking back in, my friends. 25-24, Thunder up. I know that's your hashtag as well, so it just works. Thunderball. Who got this? That was AJ Mitchell with the ball. They're going to kick it out for three in the corner. That three is no good. Spurs ball. Harper gets it up the court quick. Into the paint. Layup. Nope. But a late whistle. And we're going to have a foul on OKC. Did Keldon get pushed? On the missed three, Acidic Fruit was the airball three, or that fouls on Jay Will, by the way. The airball three, the other one. We should take 24 threes a game max. These days, yeah. Boogie, what's going on? It does hurt to see us shoot so many threes and miss them. Planet the Gamer, a lot of Spurs fans have been saying that. First free throw is good, all tied at 25. You know, what's up with De'Aaron Fox in the first few quarters? He doesn't seem to show up until the fourth now. Harper at the line for one more. Jacking up threes is notes from the past. Oh, and you're a Warriors fan, so you got a lot of experience there. You know what, Tony? After this free throw, you can get a Go Spurs Go, and it's good. Spurs up 26-25. Here is your Go Spurs Go. Thank you, Big Coyote. Jay Will gets it out to Caruso. Caruso's open for three, takes the three. Makes the three. Yop, yop. Good evening to you. Go Spurs Go. Or good morning, I suppose. Thunder up 28-26. They are 3 of 7 from 3. The Spurs are 2 of 11. And both makes by the Spurs are by Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. Did you have that on your bingo card? Fox in the paint. The runner is no good. Does De'Aaron have 0? De'Aaron has 0. SGA's runner in the paint. No good. Draws the foul, though. Kazi, what's going on? She says, my crush Jules is off. You guys, what's up with that? A lot of our shooting guys that are shooters are off. That little white guy with the headband on the Thunder is a pest. Is that Alex Caruso you speak of, Tony? I'm guessing that's Alex Caruso. SG at the line makes the first free throw, 29-26. Yeah, Caruso, yeah. Bubba, yes, he wants to win this game. Fox has been rough lately. I don't know what's going on with him. Free throw's good. I don't think he's not injured that I know of. Ugh. Spurs ball, down by 4. Keldon in the paint. The jumper is no good. Keldon's a little rough tonight. He's like, what, 1 of 4? SGA step back jumper down the other end. Good. And SGA is feeling it now. 32-26. Shot clock is off. It is Spurs ball. We got 15 seconds to get a bucket here. The Thunder are on a bit of a run right now. Spurs had the lead, and Thunder on a 12-2 to run. There you go. Harper out to Keldon. Keldon with the ball into the paint. Muscling his way in, gets double teamed. Kicks it out. And a Waters 3 at the buzzer is not even close. Whew. I don't like the way that quarter ended. Mike, I think that was actually 12 threes in the first quarter. With that last 3 at the buzzer. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we took 12 threes, and that is not how you're going to beat the Thunder, bricking threes. At all. Oh, boy. I don't know what's up with Fox Tony. I really don't know. Toby bangs. Keldon kind of forcing a little bit, too. Fox hasn't made a shot. Fox has not scored. De'Aaron Fox, our most expensive player, has 0 points in the first quarter. I guess a positive to that is that we're only down by 6, and De'Aaron Fox has 0. Why is Dagnall always squinting? Roger, I don't know. Ironborn, good question. There's a difference between chucking threes and shooting threes. I haven't seen any bad threes besides maybe 2 from... Well, that's true, but I mean, when you're a poor three-point shooting team, we shouldn't be taking 45-plus threes a night. We're 2 of 12 from threes. That's on pace for 8 of 48. That's, what, 16%? That's not going to win us games here against OKC. They're shooting 43%, us 17. It's 43-17, yeah. We need to run the offense through Wemby and Castle tonight. They have the size and athleticism, and they got the dog in them. Chris, I mean, as long as Castle's not turning the ball over, yeah, I'm aboard with that. Or David Robbins is coming out of retirement, and he's going to step on the court tonight. Let's go! Get in there, David. Timmy, where are you at? I got Devin is hurt, but Waters out there doing cardio. Yeah, Waters is 0 for 2. He's got an assist. Juan says Thunder up. Thunder fan, thank you for being here. Mike, I don't know. Waters is in over his head. I thought Waters played for the Thunder. Let me check this real quick. Nefarious, good evening to you. I asked you guys a little earlier. You guys said Waters came from the Lakers, but I thought he played for the Thunder. Am I crazy? I might be crazy. Waters played with the Thunder his first 3 years. I said that. Lindy Waters, his first 3 years in the NBA were with the Oklahoma City Thunder. I was right. I'm not crazy. I mean, a little crazy, but I got that right. All right. I don't feel as, I don't know. I don't feel as off with that statement. Waters played with the Thunder for 3 years. Not on the championship team, but he did play for them for 3 years. All right, back to the chat. I don't know. Somebody said the Lakers prod. Phil, was it you? I said, didn't he play for the Thunder? And Phil said, no, the Lakers. Maybe you trolling me? Why do we think we need threes all the time? Tony, I don't know. I don't know. We're rolling down by 6. And we certainly could use Devin right now, Kazi. I do agree. A lot of folks have said we could use Devin. Love him or hate him, because it seems like it's fairly split. He does help space the floor. He does take a lot of make a lot of shots that our current guys can't. Champagne's been great in the starting lineup, though. He's been inconsistent, like most of our team. He's been rebounding fantastically. Is Fox playing for the Thunder tonight? The MVP already doing dumb push-offs and flops. You think so? I don't know if I've seen that, really. Boogie, I'm hoping Wemby plays at least 30 minutes tonight. No, Ejo, Fox's last 4 games, he's been awful, including 2 for 26 from 3, I think it was. Something abysmal. It's bad, whatever it was. I don't remember the exact stat, but his 3-point shot was so good at the start of it. Fox with a steal. All right, we're talking about him. He hurt us. Thunder up 32-26. Wemby with the ball, drives in the paint. Takes it at Chet, throws it up over his head. 32-28. That's the Wemby I want to see right there. Take it right at Chet. My goodness, I think I weigh more than Chet Holmgren, and I'm 6'4". I'm not trying to throw shade at Chet, but he needs some milk. There's a 3 in the corner for the Thunder. No good. I couldn't see who shot that. My apologies. It is Spurs ball. HB is going to drive into the paint and throw it out to Castle. Castle back to Wemby. Wemby guarded by Chet. Looking to drive. Starts to drive. Throws it up. No good. How much does Chet weigh? It's like 210, right? I'm 215. And Chet is like 7'2"? I'm 6'4". I'm not an athlete like he is, but still. Need some bulk on him. There's another miss for OKC. Spurs ball. I don't know why we can't get out of our slump. Wembarino. Hector Banana Bread, save us. Hector into the paint. Throws up a dunk. No good. Thought he was fouled. Didn't get the call. They get the ball in the Chet. And now the ball's going to go out of bounds. Poked out by Fox. 32-28. 10 minutes and 27 seconds to go. Was that blocked? Oh, that wasn't a dunk attempt by Wemby. Actually, I think Chet's going to get a credit for the block. Wemby, you can't be doing that. When you don't get the call, you can't be staring at the refs. That's a Luka Doncic move. Actually, quite honestly, LeBron as well. Get back on defense. Don't stand there looking at the refs or start complaining, blah, blah, blah. And now there's a frustration foul on Wemby. 32-28. Think about raising the NBA rim to 11 feet and lower the... Notes from the path, that's not going to happen. Crowd City, what's going on? They're not going to raise the NBA's rim, and they're definitely not lowering the WNBA's rim. Neither one's happening. Chet is he's only 208 pounds, Roy. Thank you for looking that up. That is light. I'm about 215. Think about that. There's a wide open three by Mitchell in the corner. No good. 32-28. 10 minutes to go. Spurs ball. Wemby gets it to Champagny to Castle. Castle's going to drive in the paint. And gets fouled. All right, Steph. I don't remember the play now, guys. I'm looking at so much stuff back and forth. They say it's a non-shooting foul? Or did Steph asking for a goaltend? Oh, that might have been... Was that a goaltend? The refs are... Mr. Ramo, the refs aren't questionable tonight. They're questionable every night. The NBA refs this year have absolutely sucked. Both sides of the court. They're awful. They suck. You watch players take 6 or 7 steps and they don't call a travel. They call ticky-tack touch fouls. The refs are awful. Steph at the line for one more. Made them both. 32-30 Thunder. 9:59 to go. I thought it was a goaltend too. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And we had almost the exact same call go against us, didn't we? I don't know. There's a drive and a layup by J-Dubs. Beautiful job getting into the paint and getting the layup. 34-30 Thunder. And now Castle turns the ball over. Damn it. I do not want to say that a lot tonight. Absolutely do not want to say that a lot tonight. Chet with the ball for the Thunder. Drives on Wemby. Stops. Pops. Back rim no good. Spurs ball. Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. Drives by everybody into the paint. There you go, De'Aaron. That's what I want to see more of. 34-32. Thunder timeout. Acidic Fruit said both their blocks. Well, that's fair, except we got called for a goaltend, and theirs got called a block. So. Can't have that in here, my friend. Did you see that Jimmy High Roller vid about Wemby? Don't know who that is, Mugiwara. I've heard of him. Well, I know I've heard of him, but I don't know. No. Not subscribed to the channel. I don't know if I've ever watched a video. I know you guys ask a lot, like, TSR, don't you watch NBA stuff? I'm like, my NBA stuff is with you guys. Predominantly, my NBA stuff is live with you guys, the videos that I do. And then I enjoy SpursTalk.com, which is a website. Pounding the Rock. Occasionally Air Alamo. The Spurs post games. And that's it. That's a lot of basketball right there. How does Fox move like that with the... Francis, that boy has a need for speed. Federer Flavix, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Where's Stephon Trey Young? Nice. Who works for the Thunder against Texas? Thunder fans? Damian, I just gave him a timeout for a while. But really, nobody on either fan side should be saying a player sucks a man body part. I mean, come on. That's, what are we, 10? Or maybe that dude is 10, actually. I don't know. So, probably is. So, it is what it is. Wemby has 1 foul. Ejo. Just the one. Thank you, Caesar. I think that was a good timeout. Yes. Don't want Fox heating up. Fox finally made a bucket, and they called a timeout. Sin, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. True to nature, he's going to need a lot of points. He's only got 2 right now, but I hope so. Elbaka says, these Spurs are so frustrating, but we're not entertained. Hulk is angry. He always is. Webby's going at Chet too much. He's going to make mistakes. Possibly. Play within your game, right? If Stephon Castle needs to rest games, you know what, Herbert? David Jones-Garcia. Would love to see him get some playing time if they need to rest Steph at all. Colte, Castle is the #1 reason for our recent losses. Name, surname, it's multiple guys, though. I understand Castle's been struggling. The turnovers are not pretty. But Dylan Harper's been struggling. De'Aaron Fox has been struggling. Harrison Barnes has been struggling. If we didn't have multiple players struggling and it was only him, I'd say, yeah, it's definitely him. But it's a lot of guys, and with so many guys struggling, especially with our three-headed Cerberus struggling, run DFC, with Fox, Castle, and Harper struggling on a lot of nights where the 3 of them are going, what, 6 or 7 out of 30 or something absurdly bad? I can't just point to Stephon Castle and say, well, if you played better, we would have won, because so many of the other guys are struggling too. Let's get a boop from the Adderall. Boop. All right, a boop from David Robinson. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hide David. 34-32, a little over 9 minutes to go. It is Thunderball. There's a 3 in the corner that was blocked by Wemby. Wemby with a block on Chet. I would easily trade Fox and Harper for Giannis. Wow, really depleting our backcourt that way. Joe, go Spurs, go. What's going on? Oh, I saw his white teeth. Well, he brushes daily. 34-32, 6 seconds on the shot clock for the Thunder. And AJ Mitchell with the runner, and 1. Chino, thank you for stopping in. They're showing the Wemby block on Chet Holmgren. Yeah, that wasn't even close. Wemby sends it into the audience. That was a dumb foul by Harrison Barnes, and he knew it too. Reach-in foul. That was a foul. Not a good one either. 37-32 Thunder. Spurs are 8 of 10 from the free throw line. The Thunder are 6 and 6, so we can't sit here and say, well, the Thunder are getting the calls because we actually have 4 more free throws. Wemby double-teamed. Double team off of him. Start to drive into the paint. Pull up in the paint. Wow, Wemby putting a lot of work in for that bucket. 37-34. Admiral's dental hygiene is on point. J-Dubs runs into the paint, runs right back out of it. And he stepped out of bounds. Bad turnover. I don't know if it looks like he drew a little bridge there, but I think those are actually agent symbols. But seeing a Wemby block Chet is therapeutic. There you go. I agree. Thank you. I see hit the like buttons in there. You can get a French vanilla, Tony. While I'm doing the French vanilla, how about some thumbs up? Spurs down 37-34. French vanilla in the air tonight. Pop the Champagne, guys, because during that little video, Champagne hits a 3 from the wing. We are tied up at 37. Holmgren thinks about a 3, pulls it down. He's got Fox on him. Oh, my goodness. All right, there's a switch. Now another whistle. Angie, good evening to you. I am doing good. I'll do even better if the Spurs win tonight. Isn't it funny how so many talk about Thunder's losses and not their wins? I think, Anthony, because they got off to such a ridiculous start. 24-2 was it? Or 25-2? I don't remember. It was a lot in 22. J-Dub's at the line. First free throw is good. 38-37. That is the second foul on Wemby, I think. First foul. They're putting up that Wemby's 7'4", 240. I think he's 7'5" now. And Chet is 7'1", 213. I still weigh more than Chet. Second free throw is good. Castle bring it up for the Spurs. Down by 2, 7:50 to go in the second quarter. We're going to get it to HB. HB guarded by Chet. Looking to get it to Wemby, I presume. J-Dub's guarding Wemby. Fell down, gets back up. Wemby's going to drive. Throws up a high layup. No good. I think Wemby might be trying to do a little too much. Thunder on the fast break down the other end. There's a dunk by Isaiah Joe. And timeout by Mitch. Yep. 41-37 timeout Spurs. KMC, yes, if you're going to foul, make sure you foul. Don't be doing a little reach-in foul and a little tap, and then you're giving him an and one. You think Wemby's 7'7"? My GOAT is 240. Yes, he is. He's going to be 250 pretty soon. Anthony Schmidt's a Thunder fan. Thank you for being here. Tony does not want to go to bed sad tonight. Neither do I. Good timeout indeed. And yo, Joe. Yo, David. I got a lot of people with me. The Spurs need to win tonight. Make it so. Boop. That's right. Picard is in the house. He is flying the Enterprise. Hopefully flying it to victory for our San Antonio Spurs. That's him. This is him apparently flying. This is how you fly the Enterprise. You just rock back and forth like you have a steering wheel. I don't know. Groot, who do you have winning the game tonight? I am Groot. All right. I am missing people. I'm missing Miss TSR, Jonathan, Yodi's buddy Slothy. We got a good career tonight. Can't go to lots of OKC fans, but they're welcome. Thunder fans, we're going to have a rivalry with you guys for at least the next decade. Who knows? Maybe even a little longer. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys are off to a better start than we are. You got your championship last year, but you're a little ahead of the curve. SGA's in his 6th year? Guys, what year is SG in? 6th year or 7 years? No FOKC. Let's not be like that. Thank you, Anthony. I hate the Red Sox. Maybe I would say F the Red Sox, but that's a little. New York-Boston rivalry is a little more. Been around much longer than the Thunder and the Spurs. So I actually don't hate the Thunder. They used to be the Seattle Supersonics. I like Sean Kemp and Gary Payton back in the day. Freaking the Rain Man in the glove. Freaking Kemp was vicious dunker, man. He hit that rim like it owed him money. I love watching Sean Kemp play. Spurs too hot or too cold? Cleveland says I'm a little zesty. I don't think you understand the definition of today's of that word, my friend. I do miss the Seattle Supersonics. I know Wemby's the future, but for now the Spurs should make plays around here. Yes, Fox should be running the ball more on the ball for Fox, not off the ball. That's hilarious. I'm going to tell my girlfriend you think I'm zesty. Miss TSR, you hear that? I'm zesty, apparently. Selena's gone. Big D player. Well. Okay, then. Sean Kemp led the league in Charlotte. Yeah, he had a lot of kids, didn't he? Didn't he have like 8? No news on Vassell. I expect him to be back in 1 to 2 weeks. Yeah, well, the chat's getting a little rough. I noticed that. Let's keep it. Listen. Aside from the fact Spurs fans want to beat the Spurs to beat the Thunder, and Thunder fans want the Thunder to beat the Spurs, especially with the way things have gone this season with the 3-0, we don't need to be rude to each other. This is going to be a fun rivalry. I want to see you guys in the chat in the next game and next year and the year after. I got a super chat from Tony 20251 with a 10 says, I really think Harrison Barnes is a liability on this team. He makes me cringe. As of late, he has been a little bit. He kind of reminds me of Brent Forbes in a way, not with the off-the-stuff court stuff. Barnes is a much, much better off-the-court guy from what I can tell. Castle foul going to the line for 2:41:37. But I mean is Harrison Barnes is usually a very good three-point shooter. When he's not shooting his threes, he's not a good defender. He's a poor rebounder when you consider he's our starting 4. So then he becomes a liability on both ends of the court, and that is not good for the Spurs. Wemby can kick the front of the net. Stevens E, that is a fact. Yes, he can. Castle at the line for one more. Made it. All right. Bixby, I hope so. Harrison, Mr. Zero. Not 0%, but it certainly feels like it's about 20% the last, 6 or 7 games, maybe more. His three-point shot, much like most of the team, has dropped off. 41-39, 7 minutes to go. Thunder up by 2. Kendrick Williams with the ball for the first time. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's Spurs ball. J-Dubs wants a challenge. He's asking. And the coaches aren't buying what he's selling. No trade rumors that I know that are legit, Jordan, at this point. There's a lot of nonsense out there on the internet. I try not to cover that too much because, well, it's nonsense. Harper out to Keldon. Thought about a 3, pulled it down. He's going to drive. Back out to Harper. He's going to take a 3. No good. Kornet with the putback. No good. Luke has missed a lot of close shots near the rim tonight. Chet's going to spin around, takes it at Luke, and gets fouled. 41-39. Tony, I'm glad you're liking Philobox Comics. That's great. I hope everybody that's subscribed tonight or has been subscribed is enjoying the comic book channel. I'm having a blast with it. I absolutely love the comic book channel. Just as much as this one. I can't say I love one more than the other because even though Philobox has been around, for less time, I love comics as much as I love sports, vice versa. They're pretty much equal. So yeah, having a blast. Without Barnes, Spurs fans will be begging for vet presence, leadership, playoff experience. Random? Or random? RDY? Well, we do have that in other players. Luke Kornet is a recent champion. Kelly Olynyk has been to 2 NBA Finals. He made 1 free throw, I think. Sorry, I got confused there. Spurs ball down 43-39. Harper with the ball, spins around, and almost turned it over. AJ Mitchell pokes it out of bounds. It's going to stay with San Antonio. 10 on the shot clock, down by 4. Do I watch the MC movies? Yes, Prod. I have not seen all of them. There's been some bad ones, and I've missed the stinkers. I haven't seen, the Captain Marvel sequel. I hear it's awful. The last Ant-Man movie. Keldon with the ball in the paint. Tough shot. All right, Keldon. And a scream. I heard a Keldon scream there. All right. Keep David Robinson close to my heart again. Even if things are going bad, you can soothe me. Wow, that was a terrible shot off the side of the backboard. Spurs on the run. Castle brings it up the court. He's got a 1-on-3. Going to get it out to Kornet. Over to Harper. Over to Keldon. Open in the corner. We can't make our threes. Keldon's our best three-point shooter. He's breaking them hard. There's a turnover by the Thunder. Harper going to... huge collision. No whistle. And finally a whistle. Or, wait, no whistle. I'm sorry, I got confused. The players look like they stopped playing for a second. If Barnes would have run or good, we're all tied at 43 with 5:23 to go. Make it so from David Robinson. Acidic Fruit says, bro, say that. Acidic Fruit, are you looking for a timeout or a remover from the channel? Let me know which one you prefer. How's that for being zesty? I'm holding David Robinson. And if you think there's something wrong with that, you are not a Spurs fan. I said it. There's a miss by the Thunder, goes out of bounds. Seriously. That's David Robinson. Show some respect. He might be the reason the Spurs are still in San Antonio because the way he played in the 90s, carrying that team on his back. I'll go to Acidic Fruit. I'm just messing around with you too. Say 2 could play that game. That's right. Mustache of power and bright white teeth in the house. Thunderball. And now another whistle. Fouls on Keldon. I'm holding David. There's fondling. And then there's holding. I don't feel like I'm fondling David Robinson. Maybe you guys are seeing what you want to see, and I'm going to leave it at that. SGA at the line. That was a technical on this, I think a 3-second something or another. He missed a free throw. This is, it was an off-the-ball foul. Wow! We are not getting some calls. Notes from the path. I am not growing a mustache. I do not like mustaches at all. And wow, Spurs defense sleeping to get it to SGA on the inbound pass, and he throws down an easy dunk. Where Spurs? Spurs. SGA now with 15. He doesn't have the NBA record, or he's working on a record of 20-point plus games in a row. Something ridiculous. I think only Wilt has got more in a row. I don't know. Keldon for 3 again. Good God! This is awful. J. Will for 3, no good. Fox with the rebound. We're actually only down by 2 considering our shooting. Well, my clock's not running, sorry. We'll get that fixed. Get that fixed right now. Look at that. Boom, fixed. Luke Kornet's cutting baseline. Missed the layup. Contact, no foul. Okay. The announcers just said that was way too much contact. They're saying we just got robbed of a foul. There's a miss by the Thunder. Spurs up the other way. Fox into the paint. All sorts of out of control. Over to Champagnie. Back to Harper. Wow, that was a no call. Harper flies in the paint. Layup. No good. And a late whistle. These refs suck. I hate late whistles. I hate ticky-tack fouls. And then when there is a foul, you're not calling it. Good grief. Mr. Jones, yes, go to the rack. The referees have been bad all year, both sides of the ball. And I hate that I have to bring it up during games because I don't want the referees to affect the game for either team. Harper's at the line for 2. First one's good. It's 45-44. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. I think I saw that we are up to 400 thumbs out. Up? Out. Out. Thank you, guys. Hey, maybe we can get to 420? As a joke. You know what would be crazy? If we can get to 500 thumbs up before the end of the second quarter. Who was it? Oh, Area 51. That was Jaylen Brown complaining to the refs. He said the refs' calls were BS. I don't think it was worth it. Dylan Harper makes both free throws. We're all tied at 45. Thunderball. 3:38 to go in the first half. Both teams have taken about the same amount of free throws, though. Actually, the Spurs have taken more, 14-11. There's just been a lot of bad calls tonight. Caruso in the paint. Jumper, good. And now a late whistle! It's on Kornet. That's his third foul. Can I see a replay? Is this legit? Yep, dumb foul. So Kornet was going for the block, and as he was coming down, he gave Alex Caruso a bit of the people's elbow. That was a bad call. Or not bad call, that was a bad foul, excuse me. Right call, bad foul. Luke with 3 fouls. You guys say you don't see Wemby on the bench? Spurs ball. Fox with a down 3-point into Castle. Castle free jumper from the elbow. No good. In and out burger for him. 48-45. SGA up the court. Kicks it out. And now they're going to get to Caruso. Caruso back to SGA. SGA guarded by Kornet. He's going to take one from around the elbow. No good. Harper with the rebound. Gets it up to Castle. Castle puts it on the floor. Back to Champagnie for a catch and shoot. There we go. Pop to Champagnie. We need somebody to hit threes, and Julian with a couple now. Webby's right there. He's about to check in the game. Wemby's coming back, guys. Got to get Kornet out of there with his 3 fouls. Well, Jalen Williams for 3. Sorry, J. Will for 3, so you can differentiate between the two. 51-48, the Thunder are up. Back and forth game. Champagnie with another catch and shoot. Julian! All right, Julian is heating up. 51-0, and it's nice to see Penny heating up. He hit, 11 threes versus the Knicks? SJ in the paint, takes it at Kornet, out, kicks it out to Caruso for 3. No good. Champagnie with the rebound. Julian's on fire right now. Castle, out 3-point line, is going to get to Champagnie. Champagnie's going to take another 3. No good. All right, getting a little overzealous there. AJ Mitchell, coast to coast, layup good, 53-51, a minute 45 to go. Wemby waiting to check in. And now he's just going to sit on the table. So is Chet. They're both giving each other the middle finger. No, they're not. They should. That'll make for some great TV. Steph over to Fox. Fox drives in the paint. Back out to Steph. Steph's going to take a catch and shooter. No good. Minute 20 to go. The Spurs are down 53-51. This is actually, by today's NBA standards, a fairly low-scoring game. SGH is going to take a pull-up three. Nope. And now a foul on Caruso. Castle with the rebound gets fouled by Alex Caruso. A little over a minute to go. 53-51. X Phantom, I don't know. Flosey, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Roach says, Wemby, Harper, go Spurs. Indeed. Yeah, Kaz, I was actually thinking of me when Julian Champagny was hitting his threes. They do have a psych war. They really do, Ilama. White Spurs fan, you can get a go, Spurs, go. I don't think Harper's hurt, Caesar. Castle tosses to Fox. Fox back to Champagny. Champagny's going to drive in the paint. And misses the jumper. Wemby misses the follow-up. And a late whistle. It would be cool if Chet and Wemby became friends who like to crush each other on the... No, I don't want to become friends. No friends. Frenemies, maybe, but not friends. The game has been a three-point chucking contest a lot, X-Phantom. It's my least favorite part of current NBA, is when you see guys run up and down the court, fire threes off. Wemby's at the line for two. I mean, my goodness, when you have a fast break, first one's no good. When you have a 3-on-1 fast break and you're stopping and popping a three, only one man in the NBA should be doing that, and that is Steph Curry. Everybody else, you've got a 3-on-1, get a dunker layup for crying out loud. I don't think they like each other, Gribbler. I don't. They might not say it, but I have a feeling, Wemby just took a deep breath in. You can tell he's been putting some weight on. Looks good. I think he puts on another 10 pounds for next season. About 250. Don't put on too much weight. Gradually put on weight each year, 5 to 10 pounds. Don't put too much on your frame at once. I understand that's what killed Caitlin Clark. My goodness, in her second season is putting too much weight on. SGA with the ball. Castle's giving him the business now to a switch. Champagny on SGA. SGA spins around in the paint. Throws it high over Wemby. No good. Chet gets the rebound into the paint. And gets fouled hard. SGA and Wemby having a few words. Wemby wanted to foul on SGA. I didn't see what happened there. Let's take a look. SGA crashes into... Oh, he tripped him. SGA on the court accidentally trips Wemby. I don't think that was intentional. SGA is not known for being, as far as I know, a dirty player. Now, if it was Dort, maybe I would question it. Chet Holmgren's at the line for two, makes the first free throw. It's 54-52. Wemby's in the right town to gain weight. You guys have said Chet Holmgren looks like the guy from the Smurfs. I forgot his name. One more free throw coming up for the Thunder. The Spurs don't really have enough time at 2 for 1. Chet makes them both 55-52. 28 seconds to go. Did he close his legs? Well, then, Phil, that's a foul. He should not be doing that. That's a foul. That's dirt. Come on, man. Don't play like that. Castle with the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Steph gets it to Wemby. Soft double on Wemby. Wemby's going to force the jumper. No good. And the Thunder get the ball. Caruso's getting it up to... No, he's just going to take a half-court three. Not even close. SGA tried to grab Wemby's third leg. Nice UFO. I think Chet looks like Lumpy Adams from the Addams Family movie. You right? Nice, TX. Grab a halftime snack. Gargamel. That's it, William. Gargamel. That's who you guys said he looked like before. I couldn't remember the name. You're saying it now in the chat. All right. The Spurs did not play their best basketball for sure. Of course, neither did the Thunder. We're only down by 3. Wemby, I think, is all right, Angie. I didn't see SGA close his legs. You should not be... If a player's standing in between you, yes, you should not be closing your legs. I would like to think SGA to try not to injure Wemby. He's never seemed like that kind of player. We'll be all right, guys. We'll be all right. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Let's get to the halftime stats. It's been a good game. The Spurs are keeping it close. Let's see our halftime stats. There we go. Spurs got outscored by the Thunder 32-26 in the first. They did outscore the Thunder 26-23 in the second. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren with 6 points. Actually, all Chet's points are from the free throw line. He has not made a bucket yet. SGA doing the SGA things. He's got 15 points. Aaron Wiggins with 3. Jalen Williams with 8. Kaysen Wallace with 3. Off the bench, the other Jalen Williams with 5. Alex Caruso with 6. Kenrich Williams came in and did some cardio. Isaiah Joe with 2. And AJ Mitchell with 7. For the game, the Thunder have 6 turnovers. They are shooting 44, 29, 93. That is quite bad, 29%. But you know who's worse? The Spurs. The Spurs are shooting 37, 25, 81. If you take away Jules' three-pointers away, we are 2 of 13. So we are struggling from 3 again. For the game, the Spurs only have 3 turnovers. We're shooting poorly. Harrison Barnes with 2 points. Julian Champagnie with 9. Harrison Barnes, by the way, has 2 points and no rebounds. I said he's a poor rebounder earlier in the stream. Now you're booming right. Champagnie with 9. Victor Wembanyama with 10 and 5. De'Aaron Fox with 2. He's 1 of 3 from the field. He's got 2 points. That's not going to cut it. I'm sorry. De'Aaron Fox, 2 points in the first half. No. I'm sorry. We need more from you. Aren't you supposed to be a top 10 point guard in the NBA? Didn't we not just extend you for $50 million to $60 million a year, and 2 points is all you're bringing in 18 minutes in the first half? No. Stephon Castle, minus the turnovers, is having a better game. He's got 10 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 5 of 6 from the line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal. Does have the 2 turnovers, unfortunately. I'd like to see him only get no more than 1 in the second half. Keep it at 3 or less. Off the bench for the Spurs, Lindy Waters came in. He also ran around and did some cardio. He's got 0. Keldon Johnson has 4. His 3-point shooting is awful tonight. He's 0 for 4, 2 for 7 overall. Luke Kornet, 2 for 6 from the field for 6 points. He got a lot of offensive rebounds, and he's got 6 offensive rebounds. So he's got a lot of putbacks, and a lot of them have missed. And Dylan Harper looks like he's getting his shot back. 9 points in 13 minutes. Spurs down 55-52. A very winnable game. Got to play better in the second half. Not a ton better, but you got to play better. Can't be chucking threes either. Oh boy, I just saw a lot of the chat go by, so my apologies. I'm sure I missed a whole lot from you guys. KJ 28%, 0-0. Yeah, that's about right. Incidental fouls are still fouls. True. TSR, saying it's not how you start, it's how you finish, but we keep struggling. I don't think it's going to get better if we keep the slumps. Champagne's Fox got to go. I don't know what to make of De'Aaron Fox right now. I don't want to jump on the trade Fox train. Well, first of all, his trade value is going down if he's struggling, but I don't know what to make of these recent struggles. Castle Ring the offense is saying, why do we get Leo? I can't argue with that. Why do we get De'Aaron Fox if Stephon Castle is going to run the offense? Castle's averaging 6.7 hit the floor per... Oh, 6.7 floors per... I got you, Frenchman. I was wondering what you meant there. We do need some Chuck Norris. You are right. Webby looks way more than 3 inches taller than Chet. You think so, Zion? What is Chet? 7'1"? I mean, Wemmy's 7'5", so that'd be 4 inches. I don't know about way more. And no, latecomer, we can't underestimate Vassell's value for the Spurs. We can't. Fox and Barnes shrink in big games. Now, Fon's fine. Maybe with the Spurs, per se, but I don't know if I could put that on Fox completely, because Fox is a former clutch player of the year, so clearly he did not shrink in big moments. He stepped up. But he is struggling, especially as of late. Our rotations, Daryl, are insane. Play Sochan in the second half. I'm calling for Jeremy Sochan. Put him on SGA for a little bit. If you look at the play calls, the plays don't involve De'Aaron. Then that's on the coaches. Spurs Go to you, Slick. Thank you for stopping in. So far, Wemby, Castle, and Harper have been great. They actually have been good tonight. Fox's only bucket was on a layup. And WZH, yeah, give Sochan a little time. Give him some play out there. Even if it's only 4 or 5 minutes. Put him on SGA. Thank you, Basketball555. Been a Spurs fan for 35 years. How does Wet Bananas only have 10 points? Well, Giovanni, these more shots haven't gone in. Zakoy, Fox is inconsistent so far, yes. I would love to see Son Kornet. Kornet looks winded towards the end of his mid-season. Luke's got slow feet. I wouldn't mind Jeremy got low minutes at the end. Bart says you aren't hitting your threes. No, more defensively, Bart. Instead of bringing in maybe Lindy Waters, maybe when SGA's in the game, put Sochan in to guard SGA. This is more of a defensive thing. I'm actually curious. The militia guy, what's going on? Sochan the Enforcer will give him he'll probably get a DNP. He didn't play against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He played 4 minutes the game before that, and that was on a back-to-back. I want to check out De'Aaron Fox real quick to see how he's been doing in January, because January I don't think has been good to him. I almost don't want to look up these splits, but, well, I'm going to. De'Aaron Fox, in the month of January, it's only 6 games. His shooting splits are 41, 15, 85, and he's averaging 16.5 points per game. 16.5. His plus-minus in 3 months, if you guys are into plus-minus, in November, Fox's plus-minus was a plus 4.3. In December, it was a plus 7.2. In January, it's a minus 1.7. That could also be team is struggling a bit. But he's down from 24 points a game in November, 19.8 in December, to 16.5 so far in January. He is heading in the wrong direction. And that's on the coaching staff to help turn it around. His three-point percentage has fallen off a cliff. 37% in November, 37% in December, 15% in January. So I know a lot of people like to point the finger at Stephon Castle why the Spurs are losing. It's not just him. It's not losing, have lost some games. It's a couple of the guys. If Sochan isn't going to play, trade him for somebody Mitch will play. I can't argue with that. And it would be better for the team and Jeremy. I can't imagine Jeremy like sitting there every night not playing. If you can't figure out a way to make him work in a rotation, then maybe it's time to move on from him. I don't want Bill Lambier. De'Aaron Fox doesn't have any OKs or any plays. I think he meant plays with that. I just shut it down, Tony. I'm sorry. These are -5 tonight. Mr. Round, the refs have been bad on both sides of the ball. Tax Brazilian goes, Barnes not shooting well. I mean, look at our starting lineup. Barnes is struggling. Fox is struggling. Castle's struggling. Champagny is inconsistent. He's been up and down. He's had a good game, bad game, good game, bad game. It's going to be tough to win games when at least 2 of your starters are struggling and then sometimes 3. And we're at 3 right now. Lambier, a very dirty player. Yes, I would agree. I think Castle's 3-pointer didn't count. Carlos, I thought, why wouldn't his 3-pointer count? I don't understand why they would take it away. Let me check the stats. That Castle's like 101. Now you got me wondering. Stephon Castle for the game is... He's 1 of 2 of 3. His 3-pointer counted. 1 of 2. Which is... I wouldn't mind if Stephon Castle went 1 of 2 every game. That would be fantastic. Rich, have you noticed sometimes in the court Fox is telling Wemby what to do and he ignores it, as well as Fox some plays ignores Vic on defense? That would be really bad. I hope that's not the case. Is this a situation of 2 alphas going at it where Wemby thinks this is his team and Fox thinks that it's his team? Because the truth is, it's Wemby's team. And if De'Aaron Fox is not willing to, and I don't know if this is true or not, if he's not on board with that, then there's a problem. Wemby's the number 1 here. The franchise is being built around Victor Wembanyama, not De'Aaron Fox. I got to think that's not the issue, but... oh gosh, I should close the poll. Good call. My bad. Poll's closed. No, the E-Clasher, the alley-oops I thought I was going to see on Lob City 3.0 or 2.0. I was like, Fox to Wemby should be great. it hasn't been there. Now, granted, Stephon Castle's been running the point a lot, but still, Fox and Wemby's just not been what I thought it would be. Fox and Wemby are being wasted, says the militia guy. Wemby would be averaging a triple-double and leading the MVP conversation if Mike Malone were coaching. He developed Nikola Jokic. You think everything... Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Don't think Fox thinks that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Frenchman. Like, why would you ask to come here? No, you wouldn't be asking to come here to be the guy. So I don't know what it is. I don't know. Stephon and Harper don't mind. Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. Luke does get more lobs than Wemby. So Lauren, actually, what's happening there is with Wemby in the game, if Castle, and it's usually Castle throwing the lobs to Kornet, if Castle's driving the paint, defenders are leaving Luke Kornet, and he's going to the dunker spot for an alley-oop. You know, they're collapsing the paint because of Stephon Castle. When Wemby's in the game, defenders are not leaving Wemby like that. When French Vanilla's in the game, one or two defenders are on Wemby at times in the paint, and Luke is being left alone. So it would make sense for Wemby to get more lobs, but Wemby's getting significantly more attention than Luke Kornet, so that opens up opportunities for Luke to get those lobs that Wemby is not. Wemby hasn't attempted any free throws? Jeez. Luke's a better screener. That's true, Perro. Yep. When was the last time Fox scored more than 20 points? It feels like it's been a while, hasn't it? Thank you, TX Zombie. He says, likes, and more likes. Smash that like button to support the channel. Subscribe to any and all new to the channel. Go, Spurs, go. TX Zombie, we're getting close to 500, I think. Are we close to 500? We're 31 away. Can I get 31 people to smash the thumbs up and get us to 500 before the second half starts? That would be incredible. That'll help get more Spurs fans in here, more Thunder fans, because I enjoy seeing the banter between you guys. When it's, positive, friendly banter. I don't like seeing F the Spurs or F the Thunder. That's not what we're about here. But when it's, you guys are just talking, I enjoy it. Can you get some French vanilla? Do you mean this French vanilla? French vanilla in the air tonight. Carlos Jeter, ¿cómo está mi hombre? Thank you for stopping in, Carlos. Shoot, type hole parenting. Wemby no threes either, huh? Now, Juan, that is zesty. Why would you even say that? What? You know what? I'm going to give you a timeout so you can sit there for 1 minute and think about what you did. How's that? Josh, only one thumb, not all of them. Latecomers, a lot of Spurs fans, myself included, are really mind-boggled why you bring in Fox to not have him run the offense. Don't get me wrong, I like Steph, but... Right? DJ Rose, you don't have to do that, but thank you for stopping in. Topat Noob, thank you for being here. Mr. 88, I would love to see Harbaugh as the new Giants head coach. Workforce player, what's going on? Hello, Rich. Left before the Wolves killed us last time. Hopefully our team is fully awake with these terrible... Yeah, right? And let's get a win versus the Thunder tonight. 500 likes, let's go! Links, Wemby is our star. No argument here. I got to do my daily super chat in here. I don't feel right. Okay, fair enough. I see some Go Spurs goes in the chat, so you know what? This one's for you. No, Fontaine, you're right. And that was actually one of the big things I was excited about Fox coming here is if if Wemby was struggling or one of our other guys, I'm like, he can kind of be the stabilizer. Obviously, Fox is not going to bring it every night, but I didn't expect him to have as many bad nights as he's had. By the way, Wemby has played 11 minutes and 18 seconds in the first half, which means he should be good for 14 to 15 in the second half, which I predicted. I said he would probably play more minutes in the second half. The team is better with Wemby, Chicago. I know they went 9-3 without him, but the problem is, they learn to win without Wemby, but they sometimes still don't know how to win with him. Because when he has the ball, sometimes all four players will be standing around on the court. And you can't have that. 5:02, let's go. Appreciate y'all being here on a Tuesday night. I almost said Wednesday night. It's Tuesday night. Thunderball, 55-52. Start us off in the third quarter. Tough layup by J-Dubs, but it's good. Andrew, you can have let's get a Thunder dunk when we get a real dunk, though. Maybe we need another Yodi boop. Second half boop. Boop. There we go. Castle with an alley-oop to Wemby. There's our Area 51 Thunder dunk of justice. There's a runner by the Thunder, but let me get that Thunder in there for us.
Thunder dunk of justice.
And Wemby in the paint, another bucket, 59-56. Wemby with all 4 points for the Spurs in the second half. And it's only 4, but still, just saying. 59-56. Wide open in the corner all day, making a sandwich and hitting a 3 is Cason Wallace. Nobody within 10 feet of him. 62-56. The Thunder are 5 of 15 from 3. The Spurs are 5 of 20. Castle with the ball. Tossing it out to Fox for 3. Hey, De'Aaron Fox hit a 3! David's right here, Dragon. Here, I'll get him up. He'll watch the game with Picard. If you can't find him, just look for the teeth. There's a miss by the Thunder while it's adjusting David. It is Spurs ball. Fox into the paint. Throws it out to Castle. Castle, long 3! Oh, tied up! Let's go! Spurs with a couple 3s this quarter. Maybe they practiced their 3-point shooting at halftime. I don't know. SGA for... Nope, SGA's going to take a 2. No, he's going to alley-oop it to Chet. And Chet hammers it down. That threw me off. That threw the Spurs off. I thought SGA was going to shoot. He was set for a 3, took a step forward, and I thought he was taking a 2, but he ended up just alley-ooping it to Chet. Barnes for 3 from the corner. No good. Wemby with the rebound. Falls down. And throws it out to Champagnie. Back to Castle. Castle into the paint. Out to Barnes. Corner 3. Oh, Harrison. Harrison's 1 of 5 now. Harrison still can't hit 3s. That's why we got him. No, they're not all going in, RDM. 64-62. And there's a drive by Wiggins and layup good, 66-62. Barnes is Mr. 20%. Muggy style. Oh my God, his 3-point shot has died. Castle's going to drive in the paint. Went for a dunk and lost the ball. Wanted a foul, not going to get it. That's another turnover. J-Dubs with the ball for the Thunder, 66-62, 8:40 to go. Out to SGA, SGA into the paint. And he's going to get fouled. My goodness, Harrison Barnes, his shooting is just gone. I don't know what to say. Well, enjoy the game Saturday, Tony. That's awesome. At this point, I think Barnes maybe should come off the bench. He's hurting us on both ends of the floor. SGA's first free throw is good. Can't defend, can't shoot. Yeah, you're right. You can't defend, you can't shoot. He's on the last year of his contract. I know he's 6'8", but my goodness. Can't defend, can't shoot. You might as well put Sochan in there. At least he can defend. Right? Can't shoot, but neither can Barnes. Now, granted, they're going to leave Jeremy wide open for forever out there. Spurs ball, down by 6. 8.5 minutes to go in the third. De'Aaron Fox with the ball for the Spurs. Out to Champagnie. Over to HB for 3. Oh, my God. And in transition down the other end, J-Dubs with the layup, 70-62. Barnes. No, timeout, Mitch, now. Keldon Johnson has been outperforming Barnes for at least a month. Why is he not starting? We would be way too small. Harris, with Keldon Johnson in the lineup, I mean, where are you putting him at power forward? You can't do that. He's too small. Barnes, I mean, the thing is, Barnes is a shooter. I think at this timeout, Mitch has got to take him out. He's just out there bricking and not defending. I'm not saying move on from him, but jeez. Melisic, what's going on? Funny thing is, my boss always gives me crap at work, and he'll like message me in the morning, be like, Barnes stinks. Now it's like I can't defend Barnes anymore. He's been missing since Vegas. That's been a while. Actually, how bad has he been? Let me take a look. I would prefer Sochan over Barnes at this point. At least he's going to give us some defense. Right? Let's pull up Harrison Barnes. He was 3-6 from 3 against the Timberwolves in the loss. So, I mean, at least he shot well there. But as far as his splits, let me see what he's shooting in January. We'll look at his November, December, and January. See what his 3 points. And he actually played in October. All right, October, Barnes shot 36% from 3. In November, he shot 44%. December, he shot 35%. So I'm guessing at the end of the month, you guys mentioned Vegas. And in January, shooting 25%. I'll actually pull up his game log and see if it was around Vegas when he started really struggling. HB. Where's the game against the... might not be in his game logs. Vegas, that's when he went 0 for 8 and 0 for 4. And he also went 0 for everything against the Knicks, didn't he? He went like 0 for 16. That's right. So since Vegas... dang it. Basketball Reference is being weird tonight. He's been shooting poorly, though, since Vegas. I forgot about that 0 for 8, 0 for 4, and 0 for 4. That was rough. There we go. It just came up. Harrison Barnes since Vegas. So since December 13th, that first win against the Thunder, 111-109, Barnes is shooting 25%. So, guys, he's not Mr. 100%. He's Mr. 25%. Call him Mr. 25%. That's what he is. What's going on, Juan? Yeah, he's Mr. 25%. Tony, what's up? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says, please get Barnes off the court. Yeah. Yeah. I can't argue with that. I got nothing. I got nothing to stand on. He doesn't defend, doesn't rebound, and now he can't shoot. Yeah, I think we should get him out of the game. Is Barnes going to get traded? Blaze and Andre, I don't see the Spurs making any big moves before the All-Star break, but I also didn't see him trading Derek White or DeJounte Murray or drafting Joshua Primo, so you never know with San Antonio these days. Can Groot show us how to hit the thumbs up? You know what, Area 51? He can. Wemby in the paint pull-up jumper is no good. So if you have not hit the thumbs up yet, because you're watching on your phone, it'll be there if you're watching on a computer. But if you're watching on your phone, SGA, guarded by Fox, spins around, throws up a prayer, banks it in, gets fouled. That's an and one. Go ahead and minimize the chat. Hit the thumbs up. Bring the chat back up. And now your official member and sponsor of TSR Sports. And Groot. Tell you hit the thumbs up. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Thunder. They are up by 11, and SJ has hit the 20-point mark. He's got the second longest streak in NBA history, 111 games. I do believe the longest streak is Wilt Chamberlain. Castle will catch and shoot from the corner. Stephon Castle's hitting his threes tonight. Steph. Okay. Stephon Castle's a better three-point shooter tonight than Harrison Barnes. SGA. And they're calling offensive foul. And SGA and Wemby is holding it. Wemby is holding his right knee. Chicago, I'm going to get to that super chat in just a moment. I got to see what SGA just did. Are the Thunder playing dirty on us again? Chicago, he says, Mitch doesn't use De'Aaron Fox. You can count them how many plays are actually ran for De'Aaron Fox in this whole second half on your hand. Oh, we need him. All right, I think that was inadvertent, but SGA's running, and he runs his knee into Wemby's knee. And Wemby's coming out of the game. And Webby takes a lot of shots from a lot of teams, and the Thunder are one of them. And I'm kind of getting tired of seeing it. Now, granted, he's 7'7", so he's so huge, it's hard to avoid him. Fox, the pull-up jumper. Contusion. 73-67. Chet Holmgren falls down and now fouling Fox. That's the fourth foul on De'Aaron. Wemby's rubbing his knee. Guys, I don't think that was intentional. Chet's driving. Wemby puts his leg out. Wemby is 7 foot forever. I don't think that was intentional. When Dort does this crap and throws his leg out, that is intentional. I don't think that was intentional by SGA. I'm not a Thunder fan, but I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to call it like I see it. I don't think there was ill intent in there. Thunderball. And there's a steal by Stephon Castle. Brings up the court for the Spurs, down 73-67. Castle's going to drive in the paint. And one! Layup and one. Stephon Castle having his best game in I don't know how long. Let's go. Rich, what's more brittle, an eggshell or Wemby's body? Come on now. I know some of you guys are saying that was intentional by SGA. I honestly don't think so. This is coming from a Spurs fan. SJ started driving. Wemby took a step out. Steph missed. No, he missed a free throw. Damn it. And Wemby took a step, and Wemby's giant, so Wemby takes a step out, and SJ had already started his move, and he crashed into his leg. I honestly don't think it was intentional. Aaron Wiggins with the ball, gets it out to J-Dubs. J-Dubs going to drive on Dylan Harper, who's checked in, hits the layup, good. 75-69. There you go, Groot. Thank you. Groot's very helpful. I don't think he's really watching the game, though. Champagne for three. Side of the rim. 75-69, 6 minutes to go. SGA draws a foul on Harper. Diehard Spurs fan, I think he's going to be okay. Took a little ding to the knee. Bobby February, that should be Fox stepping up. Am I going to the Spurs game on Thursday? Kiddo? No, that's Milwaukee. I don't live anywhere near Milwaukee. Non-shooting foul, by the way. SGA with the ball again. Guarded by Kornet. Oh boy. Drives in the paint, jumper good. Yeah, Kornet had no chance. 77-69, 5:40 to go. Guys, make sure you keep on hitting the thumbs up. Let's get to 600. Let's get some more Spurs fans in here. More importantly, let's get a Spurs win. Keldon into the paint. Turned it over. Yeah, acidic fruit. Every time we get some momentum, something happens to kill momentum. Wide open three in the corner. Yep. J. Will for three. Timeout, Mitch. Wemby went to the bench, Super Eddie. Oh, boy. Chris, we're not playing our best basketball. That's for sure. Kellen's been fantastic off the bench of late. He's been awful tonight. Barnes is still struggling. We finally have Castle having a good game. Harper's turning things around, but we have guys that, Keldon Ben stepping up. He's struggling tonight. It's, to beat the Thunder, I did say we're going to need most of our guys to be on point tonight, and we have a few guys not. Dave, this is not the Keldon we've had off the bench lately. He's definitely struggling tonight. It's not our best quarter, Tony. It's not, but it's still 5 minutes left. We just need to get a run. We need to put Mitch in the game. I don't think I want to see Mitch Johnson on the court for the Spurs. We're getting lumberjacked. I don't think I've ever heard that one. Vassell would certainly help. Absolutely, I agree. Send Mr. 100% is Mr. 25%. We've confirmed that. I looked up the stats. Since Vegas, that first game against the Thunder, he's shooting 25%. So right now he's Mr. 25. And Kama, yes, Victor is out at the moment. Yup. If we keep playing like this the rest of the game, it will be impossible, but I'm not giving up hope yet. Not yet. You can get a MVP diehard Spurs fan. Let's get some positivity going. It's not over yet. We've seen this team come back. The Celtics game, weren't we down the whole game except for the last 2 or 3 minutes? It's not over yet. Nothing is over. You just don't turn it off. Rambo? No? There you go, no alternate path. I'm not giving up our... There we go. We need some Bismack Biyombo. No, we don't. That is not the key to victory. I like Bismack, but he's got nothing left in the gas tank. OK should win this one out of pride, but I have a little hope I get. Well, I mean, it isn't. It is at home. You would hope they want blood tonight. The Thunder are tired of... Well, base, yes. Probably very much so. Scott, you got no NBC for you where you are? I got NBC over the air, so that's where I'm watching it tonight. Biyombo time. Yeah, a lot of Biyombo fans in chat. Ricardo Wembanyama is tired of this chat. I see what you did there, Carlos. Nice. OKC might want it more. The Spurs have beaten them 3 times, but so what? That's no excuse. Because you know what? If this was a 7-game series, you got to beat them 4 times. So the Spurs should be hungry for tonight too. A loss for us changes nothing. A loss for OKC changes everything. Do we fall into 3rd place if we lose tonight? I don't know why I say we like I'm in the game. If the Spurs lose tonight, do they fall to 3rd place, or do we? I keep saying we. Or are we still good? Because I think the Lakers recently lost. I think they lost last night, didn't they? And they're playing tonight against Atlanta, so I don't know who to root for in that one. All right, the Spurs are 27-12. The Nuggets are right behind us at 26-13. So if the Spurs lose and the Nuggets win, we'd be tied for 2nd. Denver's not playing tonight. Oh, they are playing against the they're playing the worst team in the NBA. They're actually losing. Or no, they're playing the Pelicans. They're losing to the Pelicans. And a turnover for the Spurs to start us off. French Vanilla's on the court for the first time tonight. The Spurs are going big. French vanilla in the air tonight. Alex Caruso misses a 3. Under 5 minutes to go, Spurs down by 11. Let's close this 3rd quarter strong. And Wemby goes down. Turnover. Caruso and alley-oop to Williams, no good. Out to Wiggins for 3. In and out Burger. Castle with the rebound. Getting a little rough out there. Castle into the paint. Gets blocked. Come on, Spurs. Play better. Play Spurs basketball. Let's go. SGA step back 2 over Kornet. He can do that all day. 13-point game. All right, Tony, good night. Thunder on a 9-0 run in the last 2:15. Castle with another turnover. Fast break slam. Oops. Wow, we are getting wow. Harper into the paint. Blocked. SJ down the other end, and he's going to get fouled. This has gotten ugly. They were saying Wemby was fouled on one of the previous plays where J. Will pushed him in the back. So apparently we're not getting the calls tonight. Or any calls. Tony left, Carlos. He went to bed. A couple free throws coming up for the Thunder. They are up by 15. Nate, so we're not losing 18 in a row. Stop. First free throw is good. 85-69. Rod, it's not been a very good game, ref wise. How did the Thunder lose to the Blazers? Any given Sunday rule. Anytime. I like everybody's picking on Castle. Castle's actually one of our leading scorers, isn't he? Oh, he's not in the game anymore. You take Castle's points away, we're down by even more. Shenrav, you're spamming the same thing over and over again. One more time, you're getting timed out, man. I read it. One more, you're timed out. 3.5 minutes to go, 85-69. Dylan Harper standing on the Thunder logo. Spurs have not scored in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Jeez. Wemby with the ball, getting harassed and fouled by Isaiah Joe. Josiah, if Sochan can't get in, he's done. I told you guys, he's done. Sochan's done with the Spurs. They're not giving him any playing time. I like Jeremy. He's clearly done. Not shooting fouls. Spurs with the ball. They're trying to get to Wemby again. Isaiah Joe guarding Wemby all over him. Shot clock's about to expire. Another turnover. That's on Keldon. The teams are being extremely physical with the Spurs, Slick. And the Spurs are not responding. We need somebody like, I don't know, maybe Jeremy Sochan in there. That'll get physical. Right? Maybe? I don't know. I'm actually rooting for Jeremy to come in. Get physical with him. SGA step back three, no good. Get Jeremy in there and have him get into a couple of these guys. We need some fire out there, some hellfire and brimstone. Fox with the ball, almost fumbled it, gets the ball back. 85-69, 2.5 minutes to go. And we can close the third quarter, a bit of a run. And now Champagne gets hammered and goes down. JTV says, yeah, that's the game. I'm out. Man, I hope I see a lot of comments from you guys again tomorrow morning. I can't believe we came back. Why'd I shut the game off? That's happened a lot this year. I'm not picking on you particularly, but there's been some comments on streams the next morning. Oh, TSR, I went to bed. We won? Yeah, could you keep giving up on the team? I don't like being down by 16, don't get me wrong, but I'm not giving up yet. Wemby's going to take a long three. No good. I don't like that shot. Man, we have no rhythm whatsoever right now. Zipping. J. Will thinks about a three, pulls it down, back out to Alex Caruso. Over to SGA. SGA guarded by Champagne. Step back three. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. SGA complaining that he got fouled. He was actually even shaking his feet on the floor like a little kid having a tantrum. (11-7). Game's not over yet, but it's rough. Let's take a look at the foul. Yeah, he high-fived him. That's a foul. I call it like I see it. And there was a tee on somebody. Mark Dagnall got teed up. Carlos, I mean, I've also been around for 6 losing seasons. If somebody became a Spurs fan this year, they may not understand it. They can't handle losing, I guess. I'm used to a lot of losing. I'm a Giants fan. That's all I know is losing lately as a Giants fan. Inbound pass. And Williams with pull-up jumper, 87-70. J. Will, for reference, because there's 2 Jalen Williams. Thunder on a 14-1 run in the last 4.5 minutes. Fox with the ball into the paint. And the layup was good. Darren, why don't we see more of that? He just blew right by the whole defense. Wemby, stop spamming. One more and you're getting timed out, man. There's your warning. Do not spam. You've been here long enough to know not to spam. I'm a Cowboys fan. There you go, Slick. SGA drives by everybody, and he gets a layup in the paint. 89-72. I was hoping we'd close this quarter on a good run, but my goodness. Fox in the paint again, and he's going to get fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. Barnes just had a lot of bad games lately. Alejandro Wemby's in the game. West Coast Eagles fan. We won one game out of 24 in the AFL. What? Rich, you're catching these fans before they pop. I'm seeing them, Phil. Is my chat maybe ahead of yours? And I see him sometimes 3, 4, or 5 times. That's no bueno. Once is enough. Fox at the line for one more. He made the first one. Wemby logging some heavy minutes in the second half, apparently. All right, let's get a stop. Get a couple buckets. Couple stops, couple buckets. Get it to 10-ish. It's 89-74 with 1 minute to go. SGA is going to drive. Stops. And almost turned the ball over. Gets it back. Isaiah Joe now with the ball guarded by Fox. Out to SGA. He's going to take a 3. Well, Nothing you do when they're hitting their shots. Jeez. He is the rating MVP for a reason. Castle in the paint. Layup down the other end. Nice job, Steph. Wemmy's at 20 minutes. All right, so he's probably got a good, what, 6 or 7 left in him? We left Kenrich Williams open for 3. Son of a gun. Now they can't miss. The Thunder cannot miss from anywhere now. And that's not how you're going to make a comeback. But you know, if they can do this to us in the third quarter, why can't we do it to them in the fourth? Champagne with an alley-oop to Wemby. Blocked. Out to Fox for 3. No good. Wemby's alley-oop just got blocked. Jay Will for 3 at the buzzer. Air ball. Whew. Yeah, Roy, somehow we beat these guys 3 times, but you wouldn't know it with this game, would you? What happened in that third quarter? They outscored us 40-24. And I literally just said in a video, we can't have games where we give up like 40 points in a quarter and score about 20. And we literally just saw that happen real time where the Spurs got annihilated in the third quarter. I'm trying to call it the Spurs quarter, but the old name came back tonight. We're down 95-76. But you know what? If they can outscore us by 16 in the third, maybe we can outscore them by 19 in the fourth. I'm not giving up hope yet. At the 5-minute mark, if we're still down by 19, well, then it is what it is. All right, that's like the 10th time you put that in the chat. I warned you. Enjoy your 30 minutes. Can we get the 600 thumbs up for some positive juju? I like that. We are in a shooting slump. And Glaze and Bacon, we really do need Vassell. And I'm wondering if Harrison Barnes should not be in the starting lineup anymore. That's not cool, man. Come on, Illuminix. You're a long timer here. Be better than that. Be better than that. Don't call the chat trash. What? Why? Why you gotta be like that? That's like the Spurs are losing, so now you have to step back and insult the people in the chat? That's not very Spursy. You're better than that. You've been here a long time. I expect more from you, so that's why I timed you out. There you go. Derry with a legit comment. NBA champs for a reason. Not to mention the fact, yeah, Glade Bacon, this team literally beat them 3 times. And 1 loss, and all of a sudden the opinion spinning on the Spurs. Spurs suck. Spurs not making the playoffs. I'm waiting for the fire Mitches because I know those are coming. Sugar J, I'm not upset either. I wish we were winning. And maybe this is new for me and a lot of you guys, where the previous 6 losing seasons, we didn't have this type of chat. But now we're seeing chats where so many people turn on the Spurs. And I don't know if it's Spurs fans, or trolls, or gamblers, or all the above. It's like, right, I mean, can you imagine if I gave up on the Spurs every year? I wouldn't be making content. A lot of us wouldn't. It would be only the Spurs content creators from the last, 2 years? I mean, myself, I've been doing this for 7 years. Clan the Spurs fans been doing it for 8. SSPN's been doing it for like 4 or 5 years. If we all just said the Spurs suck, we'd all be gone. I'm happy with the team. I'm not happy with the game tonight at all. A lot of people said we were going to be a lottery team this year. Do you remember that? Some of you might have said that and said, TSR, I think we're still a lottery team this year. But this is the last year of the lottery team. We're in second place in the Western Conference. Yeah, I know OKC's beating us tonight. Did you think we were going to take 5 from the defending NBA champs this year? I would have loved to it to have happened, because we're playing them 5 freaking times. But eventually they were going to beat us. It might be tonight. I'm not giving up hope. It's not looking good. But eventually the Thunder were going to beat the Spurs. So to get one tonight, we get the next one and beat them 4-1 for the year. I say that's still pretty damn impressive. Not to mention the fact, did we not beat them when they were on a 15-game winning streak or something? When they were looking unstoppable? Just saying. There's some good things happening with our team this year. Right now, we got a lot of guys on a shooting slump. Fortunately, a few of them are starters. When they get their act together, we'll have a winning streak again, and we'll all be saying Go Spurs Go again. The fourth quarter needs to be our quarter. I like it. Positivity. Wemby double teamed with the ball. Out to Lindy. We got Lindy Waters on the court, huh? Barnes fakes a three. Drives at Chet. Throws it up. And throws up an air ball. Oh, Harrison. I might be making a different video tomorrow than the one I thought. Harrison Barnes is really struggling. Isaiah Joe in the paint. Layup good. And this is the biggest lead of the game for the Thunder. They are now up by 21. Wemby fakes a three. Out to Castle. Castle's going to take a three. No good. And the rebound to the Thunder. 97-76, 11 minutes to go. Isaiah Joe with the ball again, guarded by Castle. Isaiah Joe with the ball at the moment. Out to Chet. Zip it around to A.J. Mitchell. A.J. Mitchell in the paint. Stops and passes it out. Around the world for a corner three. Oh, boy. Tony, the schedule has been brutal, too. You guys realize we've had 3 back-to-backs this month already? Thank you for the super chat. 3 back-to-backs. Who does that? The NBA does to our Spurs. 3 back-to-backs. Lindy Waters, catch and shoot 3. All right. All right, there's the start of the comeback. Let's get 20 unanswered right here. Spurs on the side. Well, Roy, Scoreboard says, how can I be happy with this team? Have you been here for the last 6 losing seasons? Serious question, not a troll question. Have you been here for the 6 losing years in a row? Would you prefer the 18-game losing streak or where the team is right now? Me personally, I'm using some perspective. I'm much more happy where the team is right now than losing 18 freaking games in a row, which we did Wemby's rookie year, which is a franchise record. If you prefer those times, you can go back to them. I'm looking ahead where we are now. Lindy Waters not going to be the guy to save us. Sorry. And now Castle with an and. Is that an and one? Are they not going to count that? Is that not an and one? They're not going to count the bucket. Castle. How's that not an and one? Dude, we are not getting the calls tonight. Castle gets fouled, takes a half a step and throws it up, or a step, and scores. Didn't we just have an and one against us where somebody took 2 steps and got a layup? Let's cheer for the Wizards. Well, Lamar, I'm not going to cheer for Washington. Waters for 3. No good. Oh, huge contact between Chet and Wemby. Head to head. Ballistic, yes, it would be. That would have absolutely been an and one for SGA. Or LeBron, or Steph, or anybody. No doubt. Oh, the back of Wemby's head hit Chet's face. Wemby was backing up. Chet was moving forward, and they just knocked noggins. Looks like they're both okay, but oof. Helmet to helmet. There you go. Spurs ball, still down by 21. Wemby's going to take a pull-up jumper. And now a foul. Late whistle. Wemby looks like he's in pain again. Our guy's getting beat up out there. They're now checking for reckless closeout. Wemby about to take a 2. Kendrick Williams totally impedes his space. And when Wemby lands, it lands on the foot. Phil, it's starting to feel like that, isn't it? I think they're going to call us a flagrant 1 reckless closeout. Not a reckless closeout. All good, tired Spurs fan. Nope, they didn't call it a reckless closeout. 2 free throws. It does seem like it does feel that way. The way Wemmy's getting beat up out there tonight. The Spurs are obviously not happy on the bench. Jeremy Sohan's pleading his case to Biyombo. I don't think that's going to help any, but... Right, TX? You know what? Even if you're going to lose this game, fight back. You know, make the game respectable. Don't lose these guys by 20. If you lose, you lose, but go down swinging. Guys, let's have a chill chat tonight. There's been some people really trying to push people's buttons. I'm not acknowledging them. I'm just tying them out. Wrench Gang, if you see somebody being there being rude, whether it's a Spurs fan or a Thunders fan, time them out for 30 minutes. You know, it sucks that the Spurs are losing, but I said this just a few moments ago. This was going to happen eventually, right? The Thunder are a better team tonight. It is what it is. I wish the Spurs would win. I'd like them to be up 4-0 on the Thunder this year. Did you guys even... Going into the fourth game against the Thunder, if the Spurs lose tonight, which is not looking good, would you have expected the Spurs to be up 3-1 in the series? No, you probably would have said 1-3, maybe 2-2. Perspective, guys, perspective. My video tomorrow, I think I know my video tomorrow. It's not going to be the video I thought it was going to be. Just need Curry for 20-point. Curry, Jack Paul. There's no Curry out there. Definitely what's happened. The Spurs are losing. And for some fans, it's the end of the world. For me, it sucks as a fan and content creator. But the team was not going 82-0. There's a block my way. Goaltend. Goaltend. Let's take a look. It's close. Problem is, Wemby's so freaking tall, he can get the ball in so many different places. Waters fakes a three, takes off, gets into the paint, and gets blocked. Wemby with the angry... Oh my god, that might be one of the angriest Wemby dunks we've seen, like, ever. Wemby with the putback and just hammered the rim with two hands.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
Chet with the ball for the... Oh, Chet just elbowed Castle in the face. Good grief, our guys are getting beat up tonight. Let's get Jakob back. Well, it's not the end. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Losses suck, but I don't want us to lose sight of, you know, how much better this team was than last year. Harper for three. All right. All right. All right, 17-point game. Vienna, your math is not very good. 102 minus 85 is 17. Good try with 31, but your math ain't mathin'. But thank you for being here. Offensive foul? Offensive... Wow, now Julian Champagny just took one in the face. What is happening out there? AJ Mitchell throws it. He literally... What are the Thunder doing? Castle into the paint. And now a foul. Now Steph is down. Good God, every one of our guys is getting beat up. $102.85, $748. We're in a timeout. This is turn into a WWE match. Well, it seems like they want to fight slick. There's been a lot of contact in the last minute. Well, Chris, that's fair. Castle down, what else is new? I mean, yeah. It's starting to, and I do like the UFC, but that's not really what I want to see here out of the basketball game. Truth's finest. Wemby took a shot in the knee in the first half. There was a closeout by, I forgot the Thunder player. Maybe it was Isaiah Zoe or Kenrich Williams. He landed on his foot. He did not call a flagrant on that. It's been a very physical game as of late, and I'm worried that somebody's going to get hurt. And since I see more of our guys going down on the San Antonio side, I'm worried it's going to be a Spur player getting hurt. UFC Thunder. They are the 2004 Pistons in one game and the Spurs the next. You know it's bad when they can't. Okay, that was good. All right, who said that? Happily Evan After said, you know it's bad when they can't even beat OKC anymore. Okay, that was a good one. I'll give you credit for that. That was a good one. No, Wemby T-Rex arms. Castle hits the floor more than Keldon screams, and that's saying something. You know, Prod, I don't want to play dirty, but I was thinking the same thing too. Get Jeremy Sohan in here to knock the crap out of SGA. See how they like it. Right? Now, get Biombo in there. Get somebody in there to knock the crap out of SGA and see how they like it a little bit. The good news is Jeremy Sohan looks happy on the bench with his pink hairdo. So those kind of comments I enjoy. Those are playful, they're light, they're funny. Bring that stuff to the chat. Just coming in and saying, F the Thunder, F the Spurs. It's not very creative for one, but it's not even funny. It's just no. But those little playful comments you guys are doing there, those are good. Tony with the $5 super chat says, why can teams come back against us, but we can't do the same? Not built to trail. I think we can come back, but it's going to take a huge effort from the Spurs to come back against the defending NBA champions. You know what? Let's get Yodi out there, and we'll have him kick SG in the shin, right? Boop, 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 boop. He won't even see it coming. He'll be like running around thinking he's open, and next thing you know, here comes Yodi. Boop, boop, right in the shin. Well, how about your other shin? Boop, boop. Yodi be like over here, then over there, and over there. Then like boop in your knee. Boop, boop, boop. That hurts after a while. You take a lot of boops in the knee, you're eventually going to go down. Get him, Yodi. All right. You know, we blew out the Thunder on December 23rd, 130 to 110. The Thunder were bound to get we actually beat them by 15 on Christmas, so the Thunder were bound to get their revenge. Even if the Spurs lose tonight, though, I want to see them make it close. Make it a dogfight. Get it down to 5 or 6. Start beating them up and let them know they were in a game tonight. Because right now, they're being very physical with us, but we're not being physical with them. And I want to see some Thunder guys hit the floor before this night's over. Maybe not Chet Holmgren, because when he falls down, he breaks something. I sincerely actually don't want to see Chet get hurt, because I saw that fractured hip last year, or the injury he had. He's actually the player I don't want to see go down, because you might say Wemby's fragile. He's even more fragile. Put Carter Bryant in? Sure. We came back down 19 versus the Nuggets. There you go. Were we down 19? Williams in the paint. No good. J-Dubs with the miss. Spurs ball. Harper's looking to drive into the paint. Gets it to Keldon. Keldon with the layup. Truth's finest. Wemby's in the game. 102-87. Spurs slowly chipping at that huge lead the Thunder had. J-Dubs with the ball. And they're kicking out to Chet for 3 on the wing. No good. Spurs ball. 102-87. 6:50 to go. Keldon's open for 3 in the corner. 14-2 Spurs run. 102-90. SJ is getting ready to check back in. No shocker there. 6.5 minutes to go. 12-point game. The Thunder were up by 21, and the Spurs are making a little bit of a comeback here. And AJ Mitchell gets fouled, going to the line for 2. Prod, did the Thunder miss only 1 shot in the third quarter? That's what I'm saying, Ironborn. Make it interesting. If you lose to the Thunder, okay. If you lose to OKC and OKC, but go down swinging. Don't lose by 20 or 30. Make it a fight. Lose by 6 or 7. Spurs booping away at the lead. There you go. First free throw is good. Andy, hey now. Hey now. Phil, I don't think they are, because I think I'm ahead of most people tonight, being on over the air. Sling That D. Road Trip, I have a song called Sling That D, and I need to get recording that. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Maybe tomorrow after work? Oh, I got plans after work. Shoot. I am on vacation next... Oh, I'm off next Monday. I can record some music Monday. Spurs ball down by 14. The free throws are even, 22-21. Spurs got one more. Keldon's going to force his way in the paint. Gets blocked. We're forcing stuff too, and Keldon is not playing his smartest game. SJ blows by everybody into the paint. Misses a shot. Webby has checked out. He's probably going to rest for a couple minutes depending on the score. Fox into the paint. And almost lost the ball. And now he's going to get swarmed, and we're going to have a jump ball. 104-90, 5:51 to go. SGA for 50? No, not even close. Payback, I think Wemby's going to sit for 2 minutes, and then the Spurs will make a decision on the score and whether they should bring him in or if he's done for the night. 104-90. SJ has 4 blocks tonight. What? Did you guys see that? SGA has 4 blocks. What the heck? SGA with more blocks than Wemby. No foul, Wemby. Stock guy, probably not. Actually, in all seriousness, no. They probably don't want either. And the jump ball is won by the Thunder. SGA with the ball, gets it over to J. Will. Back to SGA, guarded by Keldon. I've said it before, I don't like Keldon guarding SGA. SGA blows right by him. Back to J. Will. J. Will drives in the paint and misses the dunk, but he was also fouled on the way in by Julian Champagnie, going to the line for 2. Yeah, yap. I was very shocked to see that stat. Fox been playing like doo-doo water. He's not playing his best basketball. A name, surname, I believe, is a Spurs fan, Dr. Phil. But sometimes it's hard to tell if Spurs fans are still Spurs fans in the chat. Missed the first free throw. 104-90, 5:32 to go. Yeah, I'm not giving up yet. There's still a lot of time left. But the Spurs need a big run now. They just had a bit of a run. They're going to need a second run. I don't know how much they have left in the tank. They're going to need some stops and need to make their buckets. That's asking a lot, but it's not impossible. I might not be a fan of either team, actually, Phil. There are some people that hang out here that aren't fans of either team. Champagnie in the paint. Misses a layup. Fouled. Going on the line for 2, it looks like. Yeah, Chris, I didn't like Wemby taking 9 threes a game. But I don't like him taking 0 either. I always thought there'd be a happy medium, about 5 to 6 threes a game. Depending on how he's shooting. If he's bricking them all, maybe he'll lay off the threes. If he's like 5 of 5, then maybe you should keep shooting him. Champagnie at the line for 2. Missed first free throw. Tank, not yet. Champagnie, Fox, Castle, Johnson, and Kornet are on the court. They're gonna keep Wemby probably, I think, on the bench to the 4-minute mark, and he missed them both. Okay, so you definitely cannot be missing both free throws when you're down 15 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Does a cell make a difference? Peter, I think he does. SGA pull-up jumper over Keldon, no good. Castle with the rebound. Steph will bring it up for the Spurs. Under 5 minutes to go. Steph back to Champagnie. Champagnie's going to drive in the paint, gets it to Kornet. Kornet with the throwdown. Nice ball movement by the Spurs. We need more movement like that if we're going to have a chance. And a delay a game on the Spurs. Thunderball, 4:47 to go. There you go, Chicago. That's fair. We're still second in the Western Conference, but I think we're close to dropping the 3rd. I predicted a top 6 finish. If they finish in the top 6, I'll be very happy. I prefer it to be closer to 1 than 6, but top 6 is still top 6. SGA in the paint, misses a layup. Spurs ball, Castle bring it up. Almost turned it over. Gets it out to Fox. Fox is open for 3. No good. Wide open, and Fox misses another 3. You got to hit those shots when you're down like this. You can't keep bricking shots. They do brick shots, but, I know it can happen. And now a foul on Stephon SGA. Ah, 105-92. Not our best game, guys. Fox is struggling. Is Fox, Barnes, a lot of guys struggling. Timeout, 105-92. Payback, I don't know. Don't know yet. We need some Chuck. How about that? This is showing Vassell as a key piece of the puzzle, even as Triggy. I mean, guys, I don't know if Wemmy's coming. Ask Mitch Johnson. I don't know. He's not in the game. Nothing happened to Wemby. So I do think we need a bigger guy. Like, we need... Barnes is clearly not in at the 4. If you guys ask if there's any changes that need to be made, I've said for a while I think our starting lineup is too small. If it's going to be Fox, who's what, 6'3", 6'4", Castle, who's about 6'6", Vassell's only 6'5". Vassell is definitely too small for small forward. But if you're going to run Vassell at the 3, you need a bigger 4 that can rebound. And with Barnes not doing that, we're playing much defense, and now not even hitting his threes, he's being a liability on both ends of the court, and he's the player I'm looking at right now. Maybe not even Jeremy Sohan would be the guy to be traded at the All-Star break. Maybe we do trade for some kind of power forward. I know you guys are saying Trey Murphy, but isn't Trey Murphy a small forward? So if you trade Barnes for Trey Murphy, isn't he 6'7"? So now we even get even smaller in the starting lineup, and I don't think that's the answer. Yes, I want to Soniscar. What happened to the Spurs after the 8-game win streak? What changed? Players got in a slump. There's a lot of slumps. Castle's had a slump. Harper's had a slump. Fox has had a slump. Barnes has had a slump. Champagne's had... I mean, it's just been a lot of guys with a slump. Trey Murphy is 6'8.5". Who's saying trade for Kyle Lowry? What is Trey Murphy's combine height? I'm not looking for which shoes. 6'7.5". 6'9" with shoes. So he's 6'7.5". So he's actually shorter than Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes is 6'8", isn't he? 6'7.5", I don't think is going to cut it. He's too small for a power forward, is he not? Trey Jones has 31 for the Bulls? Good for him. I'm happy for him. I like Trey Jones is good. I don't have any problem with Trey Jones. He was part of the Fox trade. It is what it is. I never thought he was, quite frankly, good enough to be a starting point guard for the Spurs, but I thought he was a fantastic backup point guard. Oh, here are all the 6'7s. I should have known. I thought HB was 6'8". Carter Bryant is 6'6.5", workforce planner. I thought Barnes was 6'8". No? That's... What was Harrison Barnes' combine height? 2012 combine. He's 6'7". 6'7 without shoes and 6'8". All right, so actually the same height. I thought Barnes was 6'8". So Trey Murphy would be a half-inch taller. So you guys got me there. If you get Trey Murphy over Harrison Barnes, we gain a half-inch. And a half-inch is a lot. But I don't think they're going to... J-Dub's 6'6". We had Keldon at center at one point. He's, what, 6'6" as well? I'm with the Yap Yap. I don't think we made any trades. But it is frustrating. SJ's at the line for 2. It is frustrating to see how the team's been playing as of late. If Barnes was hitting his threes, we wouldn't be talking about anything with him, would we? So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Does Jeremy get traded at the All-Star break? Do we get another shooter? Should we have drafted Maxine Reyno in the second round? I say yes. 102-97 and correct. The Thunder are up by 15. With that being said, it's not looking good for Wemby to come back in. Castle the ball for the Spurs into the paint. Jumper is going to roll off the rim. No good. I don't think we're going to see Wemby again. With all the contact he's gotten tonight, the Spurs being down by 15 with 3:40 to go, I'd like to see Wemby again, but I don't think we're going to. Actually, maybe I don't want to see him again. Have him rested for the next game against the Bucks. And now a whistle. Another turnover for the Spurs. Yeah, Bobby's starting to feel like that. Yeah, Bubba, this is the best. Castle, he's got some turnovers tonight, but this is the best we've seen him play in a while. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be humble tonight. Thunder fans, congratulations. You got us back. And to the Spurs fans, we weren't going to sweep the Thunder this year. If we did, then that means we're ready to win a championship. And while as much as my little Spurs, not little, my normal Spurs heart would like to believe the Spurs are ready to win now, I think I've been saying we're probably a player away. And I think it's a legit starting four. A guy that's 6'9", 6'10", can rebound, can shoot the three. Somebody big out there with Wemby. Or maybe you guys think we need a stretch five, because you guys have talked about that too. A stretch five that can shoot, rebound, play some defense. And Wemby's at the four. A lot of you'd rather see Wemby at the four. Bobby, so I think I have more perspective possibly than a lot of Spurs fans. And what you might by this is, not that I'm a better Spurs fan or have been a Spurs fan longer. I'm also a New York Giants fan. If you guys want to suffer through a season and have no hope whatsoever, then be a Giants fan for the last decade. I know the Cowboys haven't done much either, but at least you guys have been playoff contenders and had winning records. The Giants have been a joke at times, especially the last few years. And even having players leave their team, i.e. Saquon Barkley, and have franchise years with the Eagles, then win a Super Bowl. It has been rough as a Giants fan. So I can at least have perspective. I'm like, here's where my Giants are at, and here where the Spurs are at. Whoop! Now, I do think the Giants are trending in the right direction for next season, but we still don't have a head coach. It is Thunderball up by 15. Caruso with the ball for the Thunder, drives in the paint. Off-bounds jumper is good. That's probably the dagger. Lakers lost 3 in a row. Did somebody say the Spurs are never making the playoffs? You do understand that the top 6 teams automatically make the playoffs, and the Spurs are one of the top 6 teams, right? Oh, unless you mean the Giants. Oh, you might be talking about my Giants. Oh, I don't know when we're making the playoffs again. Okay, you might have me there. It might be a long time. Oh, Jackson Dart, league neighbors, Cam Scatterbo. There's potential there. Brian Burns and Abdul Carter on defense. There's young pieces there. I just don't know who the hell our coach is going to be. Fox hits a 3. When we're down 17, Fox. Steph got hit with a technical? Whatever. 14-point game. We need like Reggie Miller and Tracy McGrady to check in for the Spurs at this point. Caruso for 3 from the wing. Nah, that's a dagger. Let's get Jeremy Sohan in there. I wouldn't mind you. I did miss a double tech, David. Yabusele. Timeout, and I think the Spurs are going to wave the white flag now. Guys, if you could thumbs up on the way out, would appreciate it. I'm going to stay till the end because I want to see if Jeremy Sohan plays and what he does in 2.5 minutes. Trade for Versace. He's not been playing particularly well in Atlanta, has he? Wemby's not coming back, guys. Wemby's done. Are the Bucks any good? I got 2 words for you, Area 51. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That was a lot of syllables, but it was still 2 words. Victor's not coming in. Done deal. It's Bismarck time. SGA's coming out, Mariah. I got to think the Thunder are going to put their backups in too. You don't risk the reigning MVP in a blowout. TT? Sure.
Sucker!
Time in to send Sohan to bust some butt. Yep, get Sohan out there doing some of this. No, Wemmy's not coming in. No way. No way Wemby comes in with 2.5 minutes left. He's been getting banged up all game. The Spurs are down by 17. Wemmy's been on the floor more than Castle tonight. Think about that. I say no way. Oh my God, Wemmy's in the game. And Castle with a turnover. Why is Wemby in there? What? I was saying. Apparently I was wrong. Caruso drives in the paint. Layup good. I'm shocked he's in there. I want the Spurs to come back as much as the next Spurs fan, but Scott, the $5 Super Chat says, Luke Kornet is a reason why the Spurs are winning games. He's a former Celtics champion. A few years ago, he helped the Celtics win. Yes, he did. Scott, he was one of the best signings for the Spurs in recent memory. There's a 3 for the Spurs. I didn't even see who shot that. My apologies. Well, I was wrong on that one. I thought for sure Victor was done for the game. There's a little under 2 minutes left, and we're down by 16. If you're going to bring Wemby back, bring him back at like the 3 or 3.5 minute mark. The Dyards, I like Mitch. I don't think that his rotations have been perfect. In Area 51, I do think that SGA and Castle, there's a little heat there. So, user one, they won 27 games by scoring more than the other team. So right now, see how the Thunder have more points than the Spurs? That's going to count as a win, so that'll go in the W column. The Spurs will go in the L column. Luckily for us, the Spurs have had more here, 27 times more than the opponent here. Hope that clears it up for you. Now you're back. 1:45 to go, and the Spurs are down by 18, and I can't believe Wemmy's on the court. Offensive foul on the Spurs. Can you take Wemby out, Mitch? We're down by 18. Take the franchise out. Come on. I'm trying to reel him in. It ain't working. All right, my fishing pole's broke. SGA, I can't see his points. He just checked out Love Life Real. Wemby's checking out. There comes the bench. 116-98, a minute 40. The Thunder are going to win tonight. Just was not the Spurs night. Castle did struggle with his turnovers, but at least his offense is back. I'd like to see the turnovers continue to come down. Dylan Harper saw his shot come back a little bit tonight. That was good. Jeremy Sochan's on the court for the last minute and a half. We got Fuchsia Hair is out on the court. There's a corner 3 for the Thunder. No good. And it's Spurs ball. Ronald McSohan is out there. Yes. Rasashe for Sochan. Harper pull-up jumper. No. Would you make that trade? If you're the Hawks, would you really want Sochan for Rasashe? That's right, Mark. We are still going to win the season series. I'm going to stay positive. I don't know what to talk about in the Jacob. I don't know. Let me rephrase that. I don't know what the video is going to be about tomorrow. So it's not that I want Jeremy to get traded. The question is, should he be? If the Spurs are not going to play him, then yes. Carter Bryant's on the court. 11-7. I don't know. It depends if the Nuggets win tonight. If they win, I think they move up to second. That Jordan McLaughlin with the miss? I think so. Well, the Thunder are going to blow us out tonight. Not our night, guys. Sometimes it happens. What's up, A. Garza? We are missing Vassell. We're better than expected and ahead of schedule. Chill, everyone. Yeah. I'm chill, but you already know that. There's a long 3. No good. And the Spurs will just dribble it out from here. Thunder fans, congratulations. You got us back. I'm sure that feels good. Down 3-0 to the Spurs this year. A team I'm sure you did not think you'd be down 3-0 till you finally get one back. And not only do you get it back, it's a blowout. 119-98. Anywho, absolutely they were statistically due. There you go, Calvin. A lot of upside. We'll be all right. Spurs been sucking for 3 weeks. Has it been 3 weeks? Let me take a look. Before I get into the final game stats, and if you're heading out, please hit the hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel. I know you might not want to because of the Spurs losing, but don't take it out on me. I'm trying, man. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Spurs schedule, and then we'll get to the end game stats. All right, since we had a 5-game winning streak, 2 of those were against the Thunder back-to-back, lost against the Jazz, lost against the Cavs, then they won against the Knicks, won against the Pacers, then they lost against the Blazers, lost against the Grizzlies, then they beat the Lakers, beat the Celtics, then lost against the Timberwolves, and lost against the Thunder. It's really been a 2-2-2-2-2. 2 losses, 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 wins, 2 losses, which means they're going to beat the Bucks on Thursday night. And we got to beat the freaking Timberwolves Saturday night. Miss TSR will be here. Maybe she can bring some good luck. And then we have another back-to-back on January 19th and 20th. The Spurs' fourth back-to-back in January. And then we close January with a back-to-back on January 31st and February 1st. Are you kidding me? So in 30 days, because the Spurs had a back-to-back on January 2nd and 3rd, literally in 30 days, they'll have had 5 back-to-backs. That is not doing the Spurs any favors either. I'm just the messenger. I'm just calling the game. These back-to-back, look, I don't like the back-to-back either's. I don't like calling 2 games in a row. I like having a night off, night on, night off, night on. That is a lot of faces in the chat, Carlos. Spurs will drop to 27 and 13. Let me check and see how the Nuggets are doing. The Nuggets beat the Pelicans. I think we just fell to 3rd. Let's see where we are against the other few teams in the Western Conference. Spurs will actually be tied with the Nuggets for 2nd. It's actually really close. The top 6 teams all have, you got the Thunder with 7. Everybody else has 13 or 14 losses. Then you got the Suns at 16 and 7th place. And then it jumps up to 19 with the Warriors. So as long as the Spurs can continue to play, and they got to play better basketball, obviously. They are 3 losses ahead of the Suns. Nobody's catching the Thunder. Let's be honest. They're going to lock up number 1 overall. We still have a chance easily got a great chance for the top 6. Just, the Spurs are in a little bit of funk right now. And the Lakers have lost 3 in a row. You got the Celtics have lost 2 in a row. I mean, good teams lose. Spurs have lost 2 in a row. We weren't going to win 82. We weren't going to sweep. We were not going to sweep the Thunder. This was bound to happen eventually. It happened tonight. Yep, it is what it is. All right, let me get to the endgame stats too. What is this? I don't want Windows Media Player Legacy. It's all right. I'm trying to get to endgame stats, and I somehow pulled up Windows Media Player. Suns lost tonight, Calvin. Okay. Matt, I would have preferred the Spurs to not lose by 21. But it was in OKC. Team's been struggling, and that struggle continued tonight against the Thunder. You're not going to beat a team like OKC playing meh basketball. But there are some good things to point out in this game. There are. We're going to get to the stats right now. Let's start off with the Thunder stats, if I can get ESPN to load them up. For the Thunder, Chet Holmgren, 8 points, 10 rebounds. The Spurs did 3 blocks, but offensively, Chet didn't do a hell of a lot tonight. 8 points on 1 of 4 shooting. SGA was SGA, 34 points, including 11 of 13 from the line. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 block shots for SGA. Aaron Wiggins was quiet tonight, 5 points. Jalen Williams, J-Dubs, 20 points on 9 of 15 shooting. Cason Wallace with 6. Off the bench, Jay Will with 11. Alex Caruso with 13. Kenrich Williams with 3. Isaiah Joe with 8. And AJ Mitchell with 11. For the game, the Thunder shot 52, 37, 89 with 11 turnovers. The Spurs also turned it over 11 times. However, we shot 40, 35, 71. So the overall field goal percentage was much lower. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, what can I say? 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting. He has absolutely disappeared. I don't know what's going on with him. Julian Champagnie, 13 points and 6 boards. Wemby, quiet night for him, 17 points, 7 boards, and 1 block. De'Aaron Fox, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. He only took 9 shots, 5 of 9. I don't know why De'Aaron Fox, who's a guy that can put up 25 a night, is having games where he only shoots the ball 9 times. Stephon Castle, a good night except for one thing, and we'll get to it in a moment. Steph, 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3, which is very positive. He finished with a team-high 20 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. The damn turnovers. He had 5 turnovers. I want to see that at 3. I want to see it at 3. I can live with 3 turnovers and 8 assists, but 5 turnovers is too many. He's got to work on that, and that's part on the coaching staff, putting the ball in his hands so much. Why is De'Aaron Fox not being more of a distributor on this team is beyond me. Off the bench, we'll go over the guys that actually had some substantial playing time. Lindy Waters with 3 on 1 of 5 shooting. He couldn't get it going. Keldon Johnson, who'd been great for us off the bench. Awful tonight. 9 points on 4 of 11 shooting, including 1 of 5 from 3, only 3 boards. Luke Kornet with 8 points and 8 rebounds. Dylan Harper, a bit of a bounce-back game, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Everybody else, Everybody else got garbage time, put up zeros. Jeremy Sochan came in 2 minutes. He had 1 rebound, and that was it. I really thought he was going to start getting playing time again. He's clearly not. He's not in the rotation. We're not going to play him, trade him. Let him get some minutes somewhere else. Okay, let's talk to the chat for a few minutes, and then we'll call it a night. Boo, stop drinking. Who's drinking? Oh, but Boo is drinking? I mean, if you want to have a drink after a game like this, I don't blame you. What team needs 6 shooting guards? What's the point of having 3 guards if we got no rebounds? Trade one of them. We can't get Giannis, Mr. K. It's the contract. He's set to make $60 million in, what, 2 years? The only way we can afford Giannis is if we trade De'Aaron Fox. If the Spurs do that, then so be it. And I'll pray that Fox and Harper, so our starting lineup, if we trade Fox for Giannis plus picks, I'm sure, and another player probably to match salary, you'd have Harper, Castle, so you have 2 young guys running your backcourt, which could be rough. Vassell, Giannis, and Wemby. The floor spacing would be abysmal. You'd have 2 3-point shooters out there. You'd have Vassell and Wemby. But you'd have 2 guys that obviously would be unstoppable in the paint. I don't see that happening. That's right. Despite, yap, I do like that. Thank you, Caesar. You're welcome. Castle did struggle with the turnovers again, yap, but at least he was hitting his threes, which is huge for him. Now we need Harrison Barnes to hit his threes. And yeah, Beavis, road games are tough. You're playing the best team in the NBA on the road. That's a tall task. And yes, the Spurs beat them before. As I've said multiple times in the stream, we weren't going to beat them every freaking time. TSR, what do you think about play calling for Fox? I'm confused. So here's where I don't get what the Spurs are doing. And I know trust the process. When I looked at the team this year and saw De'Aaron Fox and Stephon Castle in the starting lineup, I thought for sure Steph would be off ball with Fox handling the ball more. You've given the guy $50 million to $60 million for the next 4 years. Have the offense go through him and Wemby, right? Your seasoned player in Fox, your franchise with Wemby, and Castle get his touches, but the offense won't go through him. And that hasn't been the case. Good night, Wemby, T-Rex Arms. I don't get it. I would trade Barnes and Sochan for Trey Murphy. Well, all right, so listen, I'm not big on trades. I would trade Barnes and Sochan for Trey Murphy, Kiki, but I think it's going to take a lot more than that. Mighty Grip, yeah. Harrison Barnes has had only 2 games since December 27th. 2 good games and 8 bad games. The team is struggling. And yes, yep, better days are ahead. It's, they're in a funk right now. We'll get better. I'm very curious how the team will play differently with Vassell in the starting lineup over Champagnie. They'll be a little smaller. Jules is, can stretch the floor like Devin can, although I would say Devin has a much better mid-range game than Jules. And actually, I'm calling him Jules. Probably better finisher at the rim. We see Julian Champagnie occasionally finish above the rim. We've definitely seen Devin get in the paint and throw it down hard. 42 thumbs up to 700, Carlos? I don't know. Can we get to it? Do we have enough people left? Even though we lost, can we get some support for the channel? Can we? Actually, we need 40, Carlos. Can I get 40 people that haven't hit the thumbs up out of the 400 that are still hanging out? Can we get to 700 thumbs up tonight? And let's have a positive, wonderful game against the Bucks on Thursday. We can beat Milwaukee. It's not going to be easy. Is it in Milwaukee? It's in Milwaukee. Are we on a road trip or something? Hold on. I think we've been playing a lot of road games lately. We were at Boston, at the Timberwolves, at OKC. Milwaukee's at home. All right, my bad. I think that says Spurs. That should actually be the other way around. It should be Bucks versus Spurs. I guess it doesn't matter now because that'll be different next time you guys see the stream. I appreciate you guys tonight. A tough loss, but I'm still thankful for the direction of this team this season. We're much better than we were the last 6 years, and we'll get better. Steven G says, can you hit us with some Chuck? Of course I can. Don't be ridiculous. James, I like it. This loss will make us better. Yes, hopefully they take this loss and it makes them angry. Road trip, I know he can't, but he played off ball in UConn and they won a championship, so something went right there, right? I don't know. I know it's not the NBA, but they figured it out. I don't know what tomorrow's video is going to be. I thought I was going to do a video on Keldon. He kind of struggled tonight. Now I think there's something else I want to talk about. Make a vid on Mitch. I think I might do a video on Barnes and what we can do in the starting lineup. I don't see us trading him, but what can be a different starting lineup for us? We need more shooters. Castle, well, Jeffrey Castle is predictable. Harper, too. Harper's not a three-point shooter. And Fox is not a three-point shooter. He was at 39%. Our three-headed monster are not good three-point shooters. And that was my one concern with drafting Dylan Harper. I was like, we're drafting another guard that can't shoot? Imagine, even though it's hindsight, can you guys imagine Con Knippel draining threes for this team? Despite the continued recklessness, Castle, yes, he did, William. If those guys can get their three-point shot back to norm, Castle and Harper, and not great, but can you start shooting 33%? Can you make one a three? It's just, shoot 33%, we'll be okay, but they've been struggling. All right, Vicky, I will stay safe, stay blessed, you too. Dilly was yeah, that's true. Dilly was a star in the NCAA. NBA is different. Vassell could be, Vassell probably will be cold his first game back. Actually, Vassell probably come off the bench. I can imagine they're going to put Vassell right back into the starting lineup. Yeah, the same. Well, yeah, William. You're bringing in De'Aaron Fox, not a great three-point shooter. Then we draft Harper, not a great three-point shooter. You already have Castle on the team, not a great three-point shooter. We talked. Thank you, Mark. We talked about this recently in a video. Concerns with the Spurs coming into the season were three-point shooting, still a problem. Defending the three, we give up a lot of open threes, and turnovers. The turnovers have been inconsistent throughout the wins and losses. They've been up, they've been down. But the perimeter defense has been pretty bad, I would say, most of the season. And our three-point shooting, yes, we've had good games, but right now we can't hit threes. What do we shoot for three tonight? Dilly is under. I'm way bigger than Rob Dillingham. Area 51 is here. And if I'm way bigger than an NBA player, then that's not good for said NBA player. I want to double check what we shot from three tonight. I don't think it was good. Did we shoot 35%? We actually shot league average tonight. We shot 35%. The problem is we didn't shoot particularly well from two-point land. We were 21 of 52. What is 21 of 52? 44%? I'm just winging it off the top of my head. I'm actually going to grab a calculator right now. 21 divided by 52. Oh, it's 40%. Hey, that can't be right. 21 divided... Oh, my math is wrong. Hold on. That's not right. Hold on. 48. 21 divided by 48. That's 44%. All right, so my original math was wrong with the numbers, but I actually did guess the field goal percentage tonight. So our two-point percentage was 44%. That is really bad. 44% from two is not going to win you a lot of games either. So I'll be fine with 35% from three because that's actually a huge step up from where we've been. But 44% from two ain't going to cut it. We went toe-to-toe for, the third quarter got us. We joke about the third quarter. I try not to call it that. The third quarter was definitely bad. See me next season. Daryl, you giving up on the Spurs for the rest of the year? You know what killer was, 21? If we're in the fourth seed by the end of the year, that is still a huge accomplishment and still has us way ahead of schedule. As Zion, I will concur. I hate to admit it. I should do a video on Bryant right soon, too. Chris, I'll think of something for tomorrow. If the Spurs had gotten Cooper Flagg, then obviously he would be our starting four. And he's been playing fantastic for Dallas lately, has he not? That would give us the size. I like Dylan, but Cooper would be the starter immediately day one. Playing team? Ernest, you have us dropping to 7? Kick, I'm going to stay with what I stuck with. I said 50 wins in playoffs. I'm not backing off of that. That's my prediction, and I got to stick with it. All right, guys, I got to wrap it up. The Couch Kitchen's getting tired. It's past their bedtime. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out. Maybe we'll get to 700. Maybe we won't. We're close, but if we don't, it's okay. I understand. But I'm going to wrap it up. I got to work in the morning, and I'm sure a lot of you have to either work or go to school, or maybe it's late where you are. But that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. Till next time, guys, on behalf of myself and the couch contingent, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!